It's awful. She's chasing Mary Elizabeth around.
She's got like a
It's so
mouth
bad.
on him, which is not anything new, but the way everything's like arranged, and I don't know.
It was.
Looks like
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the practical effect looked like, by the way. Same design.
still stupid.
No. So
But it looks even worse because it's like covered up with the bullshit
Yeah.
CG.
It's time to hack the movies.
New year, new you. And this new year, I'm saying goodbye to resolutions and hello to a new ritual. See what I did there? It's been super easy to incorporate ritual vitamins into my everyday life over the last few weeks. Now I will be adding their recently launched Essential Protein Daily Shakes into the mix. This stuff promotes healthy, active aging for everyone, not just athletes. Which is good, because no one on this show is an athlete. Ritual Essential Protein has a delicious vanilla flavor harvested from Madagascar. The place, not the dumb movie. It's soy-free, gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and formulated with non-GMO ingredients. It's also allergen-free. You can get 10% off your first 3 months by going to our link and using promo code HACK10 at checkout. Start your new year right by helping fuel your body with Ritual. Hello, everyone. Hello, Crystal. How
Hello,
are you?
Tony. I'm fantastic. How are you?
How was MagFest?
Oh, MagFest.
I don't care. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Tone, how are you?
You guys see this shit?
How was your weekend?
It was fine.
Tell me all about it. I'm
Well,
kidding.
first, I woke up.
Anyway, thank you for
Like
not
fucking take on
Hey,
this
relax.
shit. I
thank you for
can't.
not dying at MagFest.
No, I was actually super safe. Everyone actually did wear their mask the entire time. Everyone had to be vaccinated, and there was not that many people there. So it was actually, I actually felt safer there than at a bar.
When you type MagFest into a gift search, I'm the second result.
Why?
Let's not talk about it. No one
I
do
need
that.
to know that.
No one do that. It's for a video that has since been privated, but it exists.
Why,
But anyway.
why hasn't it been deleted?
Oh, it hasn't been deleted.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
been
to go
private.
back. I like to watch it. It was very funny. But
If you're
anyway,
in anything, you go back and watch it, please.
yes. Anyway,
So this is my first episode with Jeff.
Yeah, I was gonna say hi. Here we are together.
yes.
Finally, I've made it.
And guys, The Thing. Let's talk about The
Am I
Thing.
right?
Do we love The Thing?
Which one?
The 1982 one, of course.
That one's great.
I would
The
say
John
the
Carpenter-
1951 one.
You like that one more?
I actually, not more. I do like
With the plant man?
He's a giant carrot.
I really do like the 1951.
It's pretty
But I
good.
would say John Carpenter's my favorite, then the 1951.
John Carpenter's The Thing is one of my favorite
It's-
movies.
It's excellent.
It's insane that
First entry in his Apocalypse trilogy. Do you know the other two?
I'm not good with trivia.
The Prince of Darkness and
Oh,
In the Mouth of Madness.
shit.
That's his Apocalypse trilogy.
I can
Anyway,
see
continue.
that.
I mean, those are very light
Yeah.
quotes around this.
It's like a spiritual trilogy, not a direct.
That's
I
like
can go with spirit. Yeah.
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 Anyway, keep going.
No, I was gonna say, shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Doesn't work. Nope. One path of thought, and then once you cut me off, it's gone.
Anyway, yeah, so there's the Thing, the John Carpenter thing, of course, the original, which John Carpenter loved. He
Yeah.
put it in Halloween.
he was the first person to do an Atomic Age remake and bring it into a contemporary audience.
Yes.
And
Yeah, because The Fly is after this, right?
The Fly is
Yeah.
86,
Yes.
I think.
Then definitely after.
Cronenberg, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I always say that like it's easier to remake films from the Atomic Age and bring them in with a fresh coat of paint and really make something amazing. I mean, we've seen it done with The Blob, with
Yeah.
The Fly,
Yeah.
with The Thing. But you know, remakes nowadays are just like we've hit that wall.
Yeah.
That contemporary wall, and
There's
there's nothing.
ways you can do it. There's still good remakes.
Ways, but
Suspiria. That's a good fucking
Yes.
remake.
I didn't see that.
But it
Oh, it's
depends
good.
on what type of audience you're also playing for. Because when you're going back to the 1951, the reason why the Thing doesn't shape shift. Shape shift? Did I say that right? Shape
Yeah.
shift.
Yeah.
Shape shift.
Sure.
The reason it doesn't do that is because they couldn't afford to do that.
Well, yeah.
They didn't know how to.
Sure.
So
Plant Man.
now, you have Plant Man.
Well,
You know,
yeah.
Goddamn care.
Well-
but now you can take these things, and I mean, you're also having different elements where it's amazing where the very, very first original one, is going off of the fear of aliens, and if you want to throw in Marxism, communist, underlying tone,
like the Red Scare.
Sure,
exactly. But it's just the fear of aliens. I mean, the 1950s, you have so many alien movies where that was a whole thing where, just keep looking at the sky.
Yeah.
And now the 1982 version, you have a whole different world from 1950s.
Yeah.
And now you
was
can
a big jump.
adapt it.
It's a huge jump with what you could show on screen, the effects, the language. I mean,
Yes.
all kinds of stuff. And even the storytelling, apart from the original one, we're getting a lot closer to the original story and what that's about. And sort of that kind of Body Snatchers feel, because they even pulled from that, the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, that original story.
But the thing, John Carpenter's thing is huge, like a huge part of my childhood. It did not do well when it came out.
No,
It
bombed.
did not. It was a flop.
Which really pissed me off at Stranger Things when the kids have a Thing poster. I'm like, you would not have a Thing poster.
I mean, maybe.
No.
No one liked it.
like
Even
a-
though
Well, it bombed at the theaters. That didn't mean nobody liked it. Horror,
Yeah, but
horror
I don't know if
it was
fans
turned
liked it.
in-
Like those kids are watching like Star Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
They're not like
it turned into a cult classic throughout
Sure.
the years.
No,
and I
that'd be
think
like-
it turned into until almost, when do you think it would turn into a cult classic? More into like the 90s?
the
do you
90s,
think, right?
yeah. When it starts playing on cable more.
Even late 80s.
You ever watch
as
the-
soon as it hits cable.
Did you
Yeah,
ever
just
watch
like
the TV edit where there's a narrator in the beginning? That's bizarre.
No.
Yeah, it came on TV one day, like basic cable, and I was watching it one night, and there's a narrator in the beginning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Are they trying to make it like Twilight Zone?
No, it's just one of the only TV versions. They give you a little bit more information on the characters, but yeah, it threw me off.
In 1982, there was a family that was cannibals
I
in
guess because they
Antarctica.
cut out so much gore
Yeah.
that they have to
Fill the
pad it
time.
out with time. Yeah.
Well, so many people, didn't like it, including the original director of The Thing from Another World, saying it was nothing but if you want to go to if you want blood, go to a slaughterhouse, and all it is a terrific commercial for J&B Scotch.
Yes.
So I did not think the 2011 one really.
I'm working up to that.
Hold on. What I want to say is I
No,
don't
wait, save it for when I introduce the topic. God, I'm doing something
fine.
funny here.
I was
God.
gonna talk about. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry I messed up your comedic timing.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Christian Nyby did not like this movie.
He hated it.
That's
It's not as
So-
good as my version
He
of
was
it.
more. He didn't. I mean, if you watch the original one, there is so much talking in it. So much talking, and there's actually no close-ups of the thing. And I actually don't mind it because one, the effects sucked.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it.
Sure,
It's just like here's a random guy with pointy ears.
Yeah.
But it was more about
the
the
close up right there.
Hello.
It was just it was more about this plot and how I don't know.
And
They didn't like that it wasn't as storytelling, but I
Yeah,
want
but
to know
I-
what he would say about the 2011 one.
But I
then.
disagree with that because, like,
I mean, I do too.
the 82 one is all about that isolation and that deceit.
There's so
you know?
much about the 82 one that I love.
Well, we can all agree about the 82 one that
It's a masterpiece.
it was a bit of a boys' club. And look, I've recently
you know,
been criticized for my opinions on, let's call them women. So that's why today we're going to talk about The Thing from 2011.
is this your funny thing?
The one with the lady in it. Ruining the boys' club.
Is the lady
Yes.
the thing, TM?
No,
How do
she
you
is
know?
not. She is not. Yeah, so
Yes.
for years.
Many times, females just ruin boy clubs. That's all I keep
They
hearing.
really do.
Yes.
They really do.
Podcasts and stuff.
I
should
was
just be
excited
guys.
to review with Joe.
I know. Females just, that's a thing, right? I get comments of like, hey, talk about or hack the movies. You're ruining it because it really should just be a boys' club.
And this
I've never seen
and
that.
guess what? Guess
I
what?
have.
That's horrible.
Guess what, Crystal? The lesson I want you to take from this is
Yes.
that they're 100% right. Anyway, so The Thing 2011. Let me
Johanna, where are you?
So I was real big into this movie. I was in internet forums talking and horror chat rooms and whatnot.
It was gonna be amazing.
We're
doing
years before this, everyone's like,
Yeah.
they should do another thing.
Oh,
and it's
oh,
like,
okay.
And I think everyone agrees the way the 1982 thing ends with the ambiguous ending.
yes.
It's kind of hard to follow up on that because then you ruin the who's the thing ending. The video game tells you who.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What does the video game say?
you find
never played it.
Child's frozen in the beginning, and then Kurt Russell saves you at the end. Is he a thing? It's a whole thing. Well, there's other things out there. There's a whole.
Oh, I'm sure
There's a whole base with the cigarette smoking man from X-Files. The video game's a whole other animal. We'll
I
talk
want to
about
play that game
another time.
now.
Well, there's a scene that was shot for the original movie that shows Kurt Russell is not the thing, and it was Childs. If I'm remembering that correctly.
All right, I'm going to get really confused when we say original, because now I'm thinking original.
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
So, like,
You're done,
John
John
Carpenter's
You're done
thing.
talking about Plant
And then there's
Man.
also
Yeah.
like the book as well.
I don't-
Goes there.
Oh, I've been wanting to read that, by the way.
Yeah.
So like,
The
there's
John Campbell
four
Jr.
Okay.
things.
I think there was an ending they were planning where Child's like lights him on fire or something.
Something
I
like
believe
that.
there was an ending shot where it cut to a dog looking at them, implying that there's a dog thing.
There might have been
Again?
multiple ones. I'm not entirely
Yeah.
sure on that one.
But everyone in the forums was like, you know what? They should do a prequel about the Norwegians. It's a good place to start.
Sure.
You
But that was done. I know it's not about the Norwegians, but we have a prequel. Did they not know a prequel exists?
What's the prequel?
What's the
to
prequel?
Carpenter?
I would think the prequel would be the thing from another world.
that is not
No, no, no,
related.
no.
I would say that would be a prequel.
That's
That
not a
is-
prequel.
I would
That's
absolutely say
not
it's a prequel.
related.
that's the original.
That's a different movie. That is not in the same timeline.
I would say that's more of a prequel than the 2011
Oh,
one.
okay. I see. What you're
Okay,
saying.
maybe. And what I'm saying is people wanted another story in the John Carpenter universe, but you can't go forward because you
How are
ruined
you?
that ending.
Yeah, in a John Carpenter universe, when John Carpenter's not involved, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go fuck yourself. No.
Look. We
I would
were a
say the
little
original was
excited
more
back
of a
then,
prequel
but everyone agreed
than this
do
one.
a story about the Norwegians.
Sure.
Usually I'm against prequels, but it's like, so I don't
Could
know
be
what
interesting.
I don't know what the Norwegian site was meant for. I don't think they ever tell you in the movie.
It was
Another
meant,
geological thing. I
it was
think.
meant for this. Like they set up base camp there for what we're going to talk about.
Yes. Well,
this
in
movie.
this one, but I mean,
Yeah.
the original movie, you never know.
Oh, no,
you
no,
think it's
no.
like a geological thing.
Yeah.
Because I
Sure.
think in Outpost 31, right?
Outpost 31. Is
I think they're
Kurt
doing
Russell's.
like they're testing like dogs and stuff out there. That's why they have so many of the dogs.
I'm
that's-
not sure.
I think the narration mentioned why the dogs was there. I got to watch the TV cut again.
What,
I'm
what the
sorry.
fuck
They
is
were
that? Did they
just-
pull that from like the novelization
I don't know.
or
I thought
the
they were
original
just
source?
sled dogs.
No, because they have
what I
like
thought.
they
Yeah,
have
they're
like
sled dogs.
They have like scientists and stuff. They don't have sleds.
Well, Blair's a scientist, and so's that dude with the earring.
yeah, so they're there doing some kind of scientific research. We don't know
Wilford
what.
Brimley. That's not a dog.
doing a study on the effects of extreme cold on animal behavior to gather data concerning the physical and natural sciences on the continent of Antarctica.
We don't know why the Norwegians are there. So
But they also say that there's a Russian base as well. There's
Yes.
a whole bunch
In
of
the
bases.
in the prequel, they
yeah, in
say
the prequel.
Russian
But
base.
I'm saying it would have been cool to see a movie where like there's Norwegians that aren't prepared to deal with like a biological, like they're not really
Right.
scientists dealing with that, and maybe they go as the beginning shows you, things went horribly wrong there.
Maybe they were
Yes.
like mineral mining or some shit out there. You know what I mean? And then the alien they happen
so
to
that would have
stumble
been cool.
across it.
That would have been cool to see.
All in Norwegian, by the way.
Yes.
I don't want any fucking Americans or English spoken.
if it's
That's why I was wondering how they were going to do that. If it was
I
a
would have
Norwegian.
settled with the trope where they're all speaking English with a Norwegian accent.
Okay.
I
would
could have done that too.
It would have been fine with it. I would have understood that.
Sure.
Anyway,
You didn't get that,
yeah. So
You didn't fucking get that.
so
Do we-
this.
Did we talk about the novel? Do you want to talk a little bit about the novel, the Who Goes There, or no?
have you read it?
I haven't read it, but
I read it in high school.
I
Don't
didn't read
remember
it, but there's an extended version of it called Frozen Hell.
Huh.
That was put.
What?
That was there was a short story, and then it was expanded into like a 14 chapter piece.
Oh, wow.
Because he originally cut it down for a short story to be
Yeah.
published.
It was the original story was less than 100 pages, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is like a 14 chapter
Cool.
novel thing that they
Ooh.
released in 2019.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
But
really cool.
So they like just found this shit and then published it, or was it
I
just
guess
sitting
so.
somewhere?
I gotta grab it. So I'm
Wow.
already looking for. Like, if I'm gonna read it, I want to read that version.
Oh yeah, me too.
Same.
And it's kind of crazy because, like, you know, I talked a little bit about the correlation with, like, it's a huge story, and a lot of different movies and things have pulled from this story itself.
Yeah.
Like, there was an X-Files episode
Yep.
about
Ice,
it.
yeah.
Ice. Horror Express from '72 was loosely based on it, and I was wondering because it came out in '38, and H.P. Lovecraft publishes At the Mountains of Madness in '31. So I'm like wondering if like that's where he got the ideas from, because it's very similar in tones.
Yeah.
With the aliens and the expeditions and all that kind of shit in the Antarctic and things. I don't know.
Who wrote the book again?
John Campbell Jr.
Right. What was his cat's name?
The Thing.
Okay. What was
What?
What was sorry, what was the author you just mentioned?
H.P. Lovecraft.
What was
It's his dog.
Oh, damn it. It was dog. Fuck.
No, don't do that joke. That's a horrible joke.
That's a horrible
That's
joke.
the worst joke. That's a horrible joke.
I just wanted to see if you guys knew the name.
Yes, we know the name.
Now you're thinking of the word in your head.
Stop
Racist.
it.
Anyway.
Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't the dog. I'm thinking of something else for the dog.
H.P. Lovecraft was not
so
a
H.P.
good
it was his
human
cat or
being.
dog?
I think, no, it was his cat. He had a cat.
It was a cat.
He was a cat guy.
It was a cat.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
a cat.
But there was there's somebody else in something that has a dog named that.
If they aren't,
and it
was a
wasn't
cat.
bingo.
if someone's watching this not knowing what we're talking about, a lot of people are Googling.
Google it. H.P. Lovecraft. Yeah, I mean,
You couldn't just fucking spare me, because every time I bring it up, somebody's like, "Hey, did you know?"
do you know
What?
who
Push
the
up
fuck
the
you're
glasses.
talking about? Like, dude, like, of course he's going to
Son
say
of
something.
a bitch.
And remember, when you Google it and you read the word, you're racist. Anyway, so
Even if you think it.
let's talk about the people who produced this. Mark Abraham and Eric Newman. They knocked it out of the park with the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah. Also, that was written by James Gunn, so
Yes.
there you go.
Probably should have gotten a writer like him. Although the writer of this, I will mention, has gone on to do some good things. So they, let me see here. They were shown Universal Studios library of stuff that they can work on. And they realized they own John Carpenter's The Thing. And they decided to make a prequel instead of a remake, which excited fans like me.
And do you know why they decided to do a prequel? And not?
I have their quote here.
Go ahead, smartass.
I'd be the first to say no one should ever try to do Jaws again. As an Italian, I'm offended by that because the Italians have tried to make Jaws many, many times.
Successfully.
Jaws. I didn't say it with an L that time. I get made fun of for the way I say
Jaws.
Shut up.
Jaws.
Shut up.
Jaw, come back now. You hear?
Okay. And I certainly want to see anyone remake The Exorcist. And we really felt the same. Again, Italians, we remade The Exorcist, not officially. And we really felt the same way about The Thing. It's a great film, but once we realized there's a new story to tell with the same characters in the same world, but from a very different point of view, we took it as a challenge. It's the story about the guys who are just ghosts in Carpenter's movie. They're already dead, but having Universal give us a chance to tell their story was irresistible. And then they just made the same fucking
And then they
movie
just
again.
made the same fucking movie.
with
then they completely
glaring
forgot.
continuity issues
Yeah.
between the two
Yeah.
films.
But we got split face tone. Don't remember that one? Remember that
Oh,
guy?
yeah.
It wasn't until the very end where they're like, "Oh wait, we're making a prequel after the movie."
Remember when they find that guy and his wrists are slit? There
gonna
he
show
is.
that
Look,
again.
there
Yeah.
he is.
So they brought
During
in
the credits. Not during the movie.
they brought in Amalgamated Dynamics, Tom Woodruff Jr. and Alec Gillis, right?
Alec Gillis, yep, the protege of Stan Winston.
Yeah, who were very good.
And Rob Bottin did the effects for the original film.
Yes.
The legendary Rob Bottin.
Yeah.
that
Stan
worked-
Winston helped one scene.
Stan Winston helped work on the dog monster scene. But Rob Bottin is prolific. Studied under Rick Baker, and worked on American Werewolf in London, and then had his own show when he did The Howling.
Yeah.
He went to go work on The Howling, Legend, The Fog. That was his first Carpenter
Yeah.
project.
And A&D are great.
ADI.
ADI.
Yeah.
A&D.
Amalgamated
The hell's
Amalgamated
I don't know
Dynamics.
what A&D is.
ADI. Studio ADI.
A&D ointment. That's when you got a rash on your ass.
Studio ADI. They,
So used to saying A&D. It just
they are
pops
great.
in.
I love the work that they do on the Alien movies. Okay, so some of their stuff doesn't look good, but I think that's because of like what they're instructed to do. Like the Predator's looking human in Alien vs. Predator, that was like a creative decision that they then had to adhere to. Because The Predator, not a good movie, but they came back and did the Predators that, and they look fine.
Yeah, I think so. They might. I don't want to. Don't quote me on this, but like Steve Wang was a big part of Predator 1 and 2, like doing the makeup and painting it and all that kind of
I'm
stuff.
saying they did the AVP movies.
No, I know.
And the
I'm
first
saying
AVP,
that
they look like
if he
shit.
came back and like
Yeah.
Oh, right.
to do the new Predator ones after the shitty AVP one.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Fucking rubber mouth.
that's the big thing everyone remembers from this movie. It was like, yeah, we're using practical effects. We're
But
using
it was-
practical effects.
Looking at that now, though, it looks awesome. I don't know if looking at it back then you had a different mindset, but I
It's-
loved it.
No,
I
they
thought it
didn't
was
release it till
phenomenal.
like a year later. They finally released the footage after the movie came out, and everyone was like, "What the fuck? These effects look great."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then according to them, some producer thought it looked too old.
Oh, what it was they did a screening. We're talking about the 2011 one, right?
Yeah.
So at the screening, they did like a pre-screening, and the audience just wasn't getting it, and they spent so much time to where just redoing it with all CGI. They did it. This was one of the closest ones to actual the movie release and theaters, because they actually were able to finish it 2 weeks before it was supposed to be released in movie theaters.
So they rushed it out.
They rushed it so fast.
Wait, so
but what they said was it would have been a nice like homage, almost using the practical effects for those that love the original John Carpenter one.
Yeah.
But they said the 2011 modern audience would not accept it.
But
So they made this movie idolizing John Carpenter and wanting to do right by him, but then said, fuck you with the effects, and then go and pretend like 2011 audience are idiots and let's throw in a whole bunch of shit CGI.
And then the movie comes out, and everyone goes, "This looks like shit."
Sucks. It's so bad. The CGI is just nasty.
Crystal, you
Yes.
just cut Joe off. How would you like if
I'm
someone
okay, I'm
cut
good.
you off, Crystal?
I'm gonna take the thing and then just
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I have it on tape. Sorry.
Well, you didn't put it on the thing.
That's
Yes,
the tape.
wait.
This
What did
is.
he say? Why do you have so many
Oh, that
copies
one's
of
mine.
everything? That's
That was
yours?
Yeah.
Don't mix them up. That's the tape my grandfather gave me.
Oh no, don't mix them up. This one's mine.
I have a sticker.
Okay.
I have a sticker.
Oh,
on mine.
okay.
That's the tape my grandfather gave me
Yeah,
and
you'll
showed me
see
the
that.
thing,
Which
and
one
that's
is
the
it?
one I fell in love with.
It's being, now it's deceitful. Now I don't know which one's the thing,
gonna
TM.
take it out of the
We got to
case
do a
and I don't
we
even
need to do a blood test on it.
So anyway, let's get back on track here.
Yeah, but
So the effects.
yeah, but the 82 one is a monumental achievement in
Now,
special
did they
effects.
show them like a work print version where the effects weren't finished? Because they made the practical effects with the idea that they would be enhanced with CGI, like adding tentacles and stuff, which I'm fine with.
They said they had very, very, very minimum CGI is what they were going to do.
Because that's what they meant for it to
But
be.
that
like
was the allure of the whole movie, was like, hey, we're gonna do a Thing prequel and it's all gonna be practical. Because I remember that was a big thing, and I was
mean,
like, this is gonna be fucking great.
Remember, as we said, whenever anyone says it's all practical, they're lying.
Okay, what I meant was
Yeah. Mostly practical.
mostly practical.
Yeah.
If the thing is mostly practical and you're just taking out wires and shit, I still consider that practical.
Yeah, or adding like a tentacle because it's
Yeah, if
easier
it's
to
like
animate
90% or
tentacles and stuff.
95%.
Yeah, we were talking, and I've mentioned before, like the best recent example is like Fallen Kingdom with like the raptor blue on the table.
Yeah.
They had a puppet there, and they would like tweak it with CGI here and there, but they had time to work on it. So usually, if you have a practical effect and you're gonna recover it with CGI, having the practical effect on set really helps because you know how to light it, you know how to
Sure.
like make
And
the texture
also-
better. But when you're doing it last fucking minute,
It was
like
crunch
you're
time.
fucked. You're
Yeah.
fucked.
Like practical also helps. I mean, a big reason why they also want to use practical is to also help the actors as well. I mean, practical helps actors and
Big time.
huge. I mean, if you have you ever seen? Did you see the effects, the practical effects for it for the 2000?
Yeah,
it looks
yeah.
awesome.
It's amazing.
Especially the Two-Face, but like
Yeah.
they put time into that.
Yeah.
Now
They killed themselves because, like I said
Yeah.
before, the 82 one was such a huge achievement in special effects. They wanted to
Now
make sure that they
here's-
did it justice.
Yeah,
here's
and
where
they
people,
didn't.
Here's where people.
failed.
Well, they did their job, but somebody fucking covered it all up.
I don't
Here's
care.
what-
The movie is the finished movie failed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
big
here's
time.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. So people always think like if they fix the effects, it'd be fine.
No.
No, you would still have a pretty bad movie with some
Yeah.
good effects. Like,
I would enjoy that more.
I would have enjoyed that more, obviously. but
Agreed.
because the script is fuck.
Abysmal.
Okay, I will want to ask though. Watching this movie, did you do anything? I would say if you've seen the 1982 one, it's impossible to not compare it.
They want you to.
Yes. No,
So
we
why
watched
then,
we
if
watched
they-
most of it together.
Yeah.
And I was doing the same thing. Like this is boring if you've seen the 82 one because
Yes.
it's just retreading.
So then-
everything.
It's a rehash.
Then what their point of doing it for a modern audience or the 2011 audience? doesn't make sense then if that's what you want to do is do nothing but reminisce on the original one.
Yeah, but they even have a fucking McReady and Childs character in it.
They do.
Yeah,
they
And they're
do.
like, bring in the 2 American guys like we did that are like clone
So-
copies of Kurt Russell and Keith David.
So a few things I want to say. It was directed by some guy. Go ahead. This is your moment to shine, Joe.
Natash von Heineken. Yeah.
Yes. And written by the guy who ruined Freddy Krueger, but then redeemed himself with Arrival. I thought Arrival was really good.
I didn't see that.
Arrival.
It was
really
good?
With Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner about them trying to communicate with the aliens. It's really good. It's a really good.
Is it better than District 9?
Yes. Dennis Villa. I mean, it's District 9 was more action oriented. This is more like slow, hard sci-fi.
I want to check it out for sure.
Dennis Villeneuve.
Villeneuve?
Villeneuve.
Is that how you say it?
Ah.
I don't know. The guy made that boring Blade Runner movie. I really liked Arrival. I really liked his movie Prisoners, I think. I haven't seen Dune yet.
I haven't seen Dune either.
But
I heard it was phenomenal.
everyone said Blade Runner 2049 was great.
I don't know about phenomenal, but
And
it
then
was good.
they
I
said
heard
it was better than the original. I put it on and I said, "What the fuck are you all talking about?
It's basically...
Boring?" And people say the original's boring. I'm like, I don't know. I feel like we're watching two different
It's
movies.
basically Lynch's version, but I like Lynch's version better because...
No, not Dune. I'm talking about Blade Runner.
No, I'm talking about Dune.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was talking about Blade Runner.
I was like-
I haven't seen Dune.
Yeah.
It's the fucking same thing. It's just different. Like, for now.
Anyway,
I like
but different?
Yeah, like
Okay.
kind of like this movie.
yes.
No.
Now this is,
Yeah.
No.
Now this is the most conflict. This is the problem I had. So I was excited before we realized it was going to get screwed up, and I'm like, yeah, the Norwegian's gonna be great. And then they said there were going to be a lady in it, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no, you're already ruining it. I was so mad. And then those sons of bitches, they put the most beautiful woman who's ever existed in the movie. A woman I have been infatuated
She's
with since I first laid eyes on her.
beautiful.
And I'm like, you sons of bitch bastards.
What have you done,
I'm like,
Bumpus?
I want to hate you so much. And you found the one woman I would accept to be in this.
That's the only woman you would accept to be in this?
I don't want any women in a Thing movie.
What about Dia Dario and her boobs?
I didn't know who she was yet. She was too young at that point. I
Okay,
think.
but what if she was?
She
what
was
if this
sticking around in
made
the
now?
Percy Jackson movies, and I didn't know who she was yet. Now, yes. So that was hard. That was hard going in. I'm like, I don't know.
Was the only actor I actually liked in this. And they also said that they didn't want everyone comparing her to Kurt Russell. So they actually got their inspiration for her was more like a Ripley character.
But they still.
Wow.
But they had their cake and
Big
eat it
How
too.
Big
original.
surprise.
But they still put their fucking Kurt Russell character in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
This plays out a lot like Alien vs Predator.
it really
Yeah.
does. Keep in mind.
It's like
keep
the
in mind.
same thing.
Alien vs Predator, as much as we all shit on it, and I think I mentioned in the review, that was a huge financial hit. That movie did really well. Of
course.
That was the most successful Alien or Predator movie at that point, I think.
Because it was PG-13. So all the little kids
And it
went to
Oh,
go
and it
see
was-
it.
that makes a lot of
And
sense.
it was two big franchises coming together.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that
Well,
too.
that's there.
All right, let's get into this.
You know, this one actually. So they say the 1982 was a huge flop. It
Yeah.
still made its money back.
Yeah.
This one did not.
Oh, this was in and out of
did
theater.
Not
Yeah.
make the money back.
This
at
was
all.
in and out of theaters.
like it failed.
And everyone forgot. People forget this. I routinely forget. I don't know how I got the DVD, but I forget this movie exists.
I never owned it.
I didn't know
That's
it
for sure.
existed until you told me to watch this.
I remember my roommate at the time. He got a free screening to it at Temple. I was still at Temple University at this point. I'm like, dude, the other one was really awesome. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see the prequel. He had never seen it. And then he's like, yeah, man, that movie was kind of cool. And it's like, oh, and it leads up to the other one. I'm like, yeah, do you want to watch the other one? He's like, yeah, I'll check it out. And then I remember him watching the John Carpenter one. He's like, holy shit, this is way better. He's like,
Had he never seen it before?
no, he never saw it. But he went and saw the prequel,
Yeah.
and he's just like, man, I thought that other movie was good, but this is fucking great. What the fuck was that other one's problem?
I want to know how many people actually saw the 2011 one first, or has still only
There's
seen
probably,
the
like-
2011.
There's a lot.
There's
And
probably
I
like a
think-
lot of teens and
And
stuff.
that's what I'm thinking. I think if you were to only see the 2011 one, you'd be like, okay, this isn't that bad. I think it's watchable. I think it's okay.
Yeah, I think
It's
we said
not
that
the
about.
worst.
I think we said about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like that's
The
like the
remake, yeah.
remake for.
Well, no.
the
You've never
generation.
seen it before.
If the effects were so garbage in this, I would agree with you. But the effects are so garbage. People watch that and be like, man, that movie sucked with the dumb-looking aliens. Like, that was awful.
They look like fucking cartoons in this.
They did look like cartoons.
Like
They
Dead
really
Space
did.
cartoons, yeah.
Like, imagine if Species only had the CGI Species and not the H.R. Giger practical. Like, if it was just the CGI one. We would not ever be talking about Species ever again.
Nope.
No.
Anyway, so,
Giger and Steve Johnson.
yes. So, the movie starts off in Antarctica.
Right off the bat, continuity issue.
What's up with the continuity? Let me know.
So it says Antarctica winter 1982.
Yeah.
In the 1982, because I literally watched them back to back.
Mhm.
So a lot of things like stuck out. Kurt Russell's character says this is yay, it's the first week of winter.
First goddamn week of winter.
If it was the first week of winter in that one, there's no way in hell it was already winter when that title came up. Because for them
What's the
to
time
even-
frame for this movie? How long does it take? Is it the first week winter?
Well, when
it could be. It's only a couple days.
Think about how long it would take. Where are the Americans actually, when you first meet Kate, where are they located?
I don't know, but once they get to the site and they excavate the alien and they see the spaceship and stuff, it's only 2 days.
Yeah, so it could be the first week of winter.
I'm
Yeah.
wondering how long that takes for Kate, because they have to find it. They have to communicate that they found it,
Yeah.
that they needed help.
Let's call it-
Then to get Kate, and then for all of them to actually fly
you mean-
out to
yeah.
Antarctica.
Yeah.
Didn't they say 48 hours they had to be out there?
Yeah, they had to leave immediately.
Yeah.
So
But
we're
if
talking.
it took 48 hours, but
Yeah.
okay, so that's 48 hours there.
We're talking 5-6 days max. The whole movie takes place.
Yeah.
From front to back. I think
It was Norwegian winter. Anyway,
I just don't feel like that was.
yeah.
Do you think?
I would think it would probably be close to it
because
but
it's winter
not
and
that
you're
close.
and you're saying that because there should be it should be a lot more brutal. Is that what you mean?
No, it's
No,
just
it's
saying that it's like
the line of
the
dialogue,
line
yeah.
itself
Oh.
literally says, "Yay, first week of winter." I
First
just
goddamn week of winter.
yeah, like something like that. It's just like I don't feel as if that was that close together between finding like that moment it pops up on screen until his line of saying that.
Well, don't worry. There's more continuity issues.
What?
Yeah.
way.
So the music could be a lot better. That Ennio didn't want to come back, and they couldn't
That was
use
shitty.
Ennio's music.
They
so,
No.
they opened up with Ennio Morricone's music.
well, not it's Marco Beltrami redoing it.
Yeah, but it's still he wrote it, he
Yeah.
composed it, and it's it's the boom 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 boom, and you're like, oh, this is fucking cool. Oh, I'm psyched. Here we go.
And the guy's telling a joke about
And
a
it-
kid having sex with his grandmother despite his
I
dad having
heard
sex.
that
with-
joke like 10 times.
And then I fucked your mom or something.
Yeah, and then
It's a skull.
How do you feel?
and then they fall into a crevasse and find a spaceship.
Oh, this is a chasm, dude.
How do they get out of there?
When this
They just
fucking thing, when this thing fucking falls, it falls face first and gets
does.
stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck are they?
I have no
guess
idea
they're
how they
climbing
got
it.
out.
I guess they have
They-
climbing equipment,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just hanging out, and they're like a spaceship.
But
Well,
they were also looking for something.
yeah, they're
They-
doing that fucking Independence
a
Day
signal.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're looking for a signal.
And they do the
Universe
whole
Predator.
distress signal thing. Well, no, Alien 1. And I'm shocked there wasn't a line of dialogue because it would have been too close to Alien when they're like, it's not a distress, it's a warning.
Well,
Because
Yeah.
that was Alien. That's
Sure.
the whole, they thought it was a warning.
I got news for you.
Yeah.
This is Alien again.
I was telling you, a lot of
wish it was
early.
Alien again. Are you
Actually-
fucking kidding me?
So when the thing came out, the 1982 one,
Yeah.
not as loved as it is now.
Yes. Obviously.
People did compare it to Alien. They're like,
I know
this
they
seems
did.
like an Alien ripoff,
Yes,
to be
they
honest.
did.
I could kind of see some of the setup, maybe, but
Sure, and it was also what Alien was only 3 years before this too, so
Yeah.
it's still like fresh
Yeah.
in people's head.
Yeah. I get it. But this is a little too close
That's
to
a
Alien.
fucking stretch, though, to be like, yeah, this feels just like Alien, and it's like,
Yeah.
No, but now we're gonna actually add more of a Ripley character, and this is way
Yeah.
more of an Alien.
Mary
ripoff
Elizabeth
than-
Winstead. I'm sure she has a name. Who cares? She's doing research on a saber-toothed
Kate.
tiger.
Her name's
yeah,
Kate.
Kate Lloyd,
Isn't she in a new movie called Kate? It's like one of those John Wick clones.
Oh, I
Maybe?
don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, she's looking at a saber-toothed tiger, listening to Who Can It Be Now? Because it's the 80s.
get it?
So
Do you know
I'm
that's the 80s?
shocked the 20th. I'm shocked they didn't do more 80s shit to
They-
let idiots know it,
It
was
was
the 80s.
very odd that I didn't see more 80s stuff, but
Which I actually appreciate.
There's one other tune later when they're all like celebrating.
Yeah, that's some like Norwegian song. I don't
yeah,
know what the
it
hell that
No,
is.
or they're doing something, and they're playing like a
Maybe
I forget what the fuck song it was.
Oh.
Oh.
Not that's
But-
not
but like
not
a
when they're
dumb-
singing the fucking
But like a
chant.
dumb person, it would look like the beginning of Wonder Woman 84. Like, she's like, I'm at the arcade. At
Yeah,
the
oh,
mall."
everything's neon side ponytail.
Yeah.
No.
And then you look at a picture of your parents in the 80s and it looks nothing like
No,
that.
it looks like they're. It looks like a picture from the 70s.
No, my mom was full 80s.
Oh, yeah.
Big hair, the 80s.
Oh yeah, the big hair and stuff.
So
Ugh.
some guy.
But there was a lot of complaints though about that scene being 80s because the headphones. I saw a lot of complaints because I was like, okay, there has to be something someone complained about not being the 80s look. I did find it. It was the fact that it wasn't the metal headband. It was like a molded plastic that didn't come in until later.
That's the least of this fucking movie's problems.
Every
That was what
historical.
I saw. That's
can you
so-
imagine watching the thing
And you're like,
2011 and being
"That's
like,
not 80s
that's not the
headphones."
right
a lot
headband for
of
the
period
headphones.
But
pieces.
that's
If you
what it
look hard
was.
enough in period pieces, you'll find that
That
everywhere.
was so many
It's not enough to break
people
the movie.
complained
There
about.
were
Yeah, I
people
could forgive the
There were
headphones.
people who hated the Hurt Locker because the guy was playing Gears of War on Xbox 360, and I think the movie took place in like 2003 or 2004 before it came out. And it's like, who cares? That's not that important.
That's not the point of the
Very
movie,
important.
though.
What are you
The point
talking
is,
about?
he had to be playing a video game, and I'm sure they got some kind of deal where they made it that game specific. It's a whole thing. Anyway, guy comes out. He's like, I am Norwegian. My Norwegian friend found something. I'm not telling you what it is. You come with us.
It's an ancient pyramid in the floor. You have to come.
A structure and a specimen. She's like, well, I guess I'll go.
Figure it out.
Yeah, she just like agrees.
Ups and leaves.
really fast.
And then,
I guess this is a, like, I'll do the paperwork later kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a fucking alien that he wants her to go like check out.
yeah.
Even though he
You know what
gave
I
her
mean?
so much shit later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's no paperwork to file.
Oh, and her friend is.
I really don't even get the whole point of her even being there, to be honest.
Is it out on the wall?
She's
anymore?
she's a paleontologist, so
Great,
she's
but she doesn't actually do anything.
no.
when she's there.
Well, she figures everything out,
She figures everything out
like
later
how
to
the
save their
alien,
lives.
well, how the alien works and stuff.
Her friend who's recruiting her was from Dumb and Dumber
Yes, he was.
when Harry met Lloyd.
Yep.
Adam.
I didn't realize Rachel Nichols was in this. Rest in
I
peace,
Who's that?
Bob Saget.
Oh, R.I.P. Bob
Yes.
Saget.
Anyway,
Oh.
Was he in that movie?
he has the only memorable thing where he walks into the room full of shit and he's like, there's shit everywhere. That's the only thing anyone remembers from
Yeah.
that movie.
I don't even
I'm
remember
gonna
that.
Open this up and take a drink for Bob Saget.
Okay,
One of the
you
most
do.
filthy motherfucking comedians. Holy shit! If you've never heard it, what is it? The Aristocrats joke by
Oh,
Bob
God,
Saget.
yeah. Yeah.
If you want to hear something disturbing, fucking rest in peace, motherfucker. I'm
He's one of the
hoping you
people-
are making disgusting jokes in whatever hellhole you're in.
He's one of the people from that documentary that's still funny.
He is.
Look at Sarah Silverman.
Oh
Hasn't
my
said a funny thing in
God.
forever.
No.
I
She used
I
to
know
be
exactly
funny.
the documentary
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Speaking of used to be funny, my friends from WATP, they are
This is horrible scotch.
Yeah, it's
This is
They,
so bad.
it's
not
I know.
good.
my
I was
friends.
like, it can't be worse than Cuddy. It might be worse.
Pour one
than
out for
Cuddy.
Peter Weller.
My friends, they reviewed Patton Oswalt and his current wife's podcast, and it is abysmal. Anyway,
I know you're not a big Patton Oswalt fan.
I was, and he stopped being funny. Here we go.
Well,
Yeah, that's the only thing he's done.
No, don't even get me started on that. That's not
All
an
right.
excuse to stop
All
being
right.
funny. I would give that excuse if he wasn't trying to be funny.
okay, that's okay. That's
Okay.
better.
So, they
If he did a Rick Moranis, maybe. Yeah.
Yes. So they get on a helicopter. And in this movie that's supposed to be all about the Norwegians, we have a lot of American characters who are the stars of the film. Joel Edgerton's there.
I want to know how the Cavaliers are doing.
Mr. Echo from Lost, because I can never pronounce his actual name right, is there. The Lloyd is there.
For reasons unknown.
And we
Yeah.
never really get to know the Norwegians
I
that
don't even
well.
know what that
No.
fucking British guy is there for. He's just there.
Yeah.
And Adam's just there because he's a scientist, question mark. Maybe?
Yeah.
Question mark.
That's it. gigantic one because he's just there to be like, I'm not the thing, man. You're the thing, man.
Yeah.
Make sure you explain the woman why she's there.
Yes.
Make sure you explain, because then you understand why it's not a boys' club anymore.
Look, she's the smart one out of
All right.
everybody because everybody's too stupid to know that the alien is assimilating people.
God, I should have written this movie. Would have been so much better. So much better.
You know what would have made this movie better? If there was no scientists
Yeah.
in the movie.
Because then they'd be more confused.
Because
and
then
we
you'd be
would
like,
see at the-
because then you learn with them
Yeah.
instead of like figuring everything out in the beginning, and then you're like, oh, why don't
But
you just
then-
leave or kill everybody?
Then why do the other two movies make so much more sense with scientists? The scientists are the ones that
But I'm saying-
literally go crazy.
No, but I'm saying we've already seen that, so it would have been cool to
Yeah.
see people even less prepared to
Yeah.
deal with this situation.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, that would have been great because then they would have the reason why the thing works as a film too is because of all the deceit and the who done it and who's who and who goes there to you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I wrote this movie,
Yes, Tony.
the beginning would still be the same, and they would go into Kate's area with the saber-toothed tiger, and the guy would have been like, "Hey, I'm going to investigate an alien. You're not coming," and then he would just get on a.
No, she goes, I can't make it, and then the movie ends.
Yeah,
And then
she
we're all
literally goes,
spared.
She goes,
No,
"Hey,
why would I
can
do
you
that?"
can you cut me out of this? Like I got cut out of Die Hard 5 in the extended cut. That's the only time I've ever seen an extended cut delete a character who was in the theatrical
Oh
cut.
my god. He doesn't even make her an offer. Sorry, I don't want
No.
to keep going on, but like
She's
the more I think
clearly-
about it, he's just like, want to come? And she's like, and he's like, you gotta say it now. And
Yeah.
she's like, okay, I
Then
guess.
she's not that fucking
So,
smart, is she?
here's-
She's got a saber-toothed tiger on the fucking table.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
here's
I would
my
rather work on a saber-tooth tiger than fucking go to a random into the Arctic for no reason.
No money-
No, I don't know why.
no money
Arctic.
offer.
Arctic?
Arctic.
The
Jaws?
Shut up! Stop making fun of the way I talk.
The Arctic.
So,
There's no incentive basically for her to go except
No.
it's going to be really fun and really cool. You want to come?
Yeah.
Want to come with me?
so they investigate a cave leading to the ship. Crystal, this is a continuity error, right?
What?
I had to tell Joe about this. So in The Thing, you just watched it, right? The 1982. In The Thing, they watched the film footage of the Norwegians finding the ship and then circling it and then planting dynamite to get it out of the ice and accidentally blowing up the ship, right?
Both-
That is what happened, right?
Yes, they both have iconic ship-finding scenes.
Yeah.
Even in the black and white one, they're standing around.
But the point is,
But yes, the point is, if you
they
want to make
blew
it
up
so,
the ship, which
No,
is
no.
why it's all destroyed.
That's our argument.
Okay.
Did the ship get blown up or not?
Yeah.
Did they just blow it out of the ice?
I understand what you're saying now. I think they blew it out the ice.
Yeah, and then
I
they're all
think they
standing
blew it
around it
out of
because
the
they
ice.
look
I
down
don't-
and it's a
they said
map
they-
painting.
Oh wait, no,
No. They said they blew it up trying to get it out of the ice.
I can see them maybe blowing it up out of.
But they surmise that they blew it up because they don't know if
But
they
they
blew it
did.
up.
No,
Put it-
there's
when they
footage of
put it-
them
yeah.
blowing it up.
No, I know to get it out.
Yeah.
I thought the purpose was to get it out, but I think they actually did blow up the ship because
Yeah.
you see them actually put
I can't remember.
it. I think into more of the.
And look at that, they're planning thermite charges.
Those Norwegians blew it up.
can't
well,
remember.
it wasn't fucking caves. I could tell you that they didn't fucking
Yeah.
find it in a cave. They were on the surface of the ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it
and
wasn't
it was
that deep.
There, it wasn't that
They
deep.
planted the charges, and I'm
Yes.
pretty sure I've seen this movie a million times. They blew up the ice, but as a result of that, they ended up blowing up the ship.
I can't see that happen. I know they blew
Why
it
it's
up,
all
and
destroyed
I don't know
because
if
it doesn't really get destroyed at the end of this movie.
No.
So
It's intact is my
They
point.
should never have went to the ship in
no.
this movie.
We could get to that. We
That
can
I
totally
felt
get
was
to
like a
that.
producer going, go to the spaceship, make
Yep.
it like the
No,
X-Files
and how
movie.
it was.
How much money could they could have saved without showing that fucking stupid
Yeah.
ship and going
you-
on it?
We'll get to it because I prefer the. I don't know if you guys know the alternate ending.
No,
of
no,
this
no.
Movie.
I know the alternate
Yeah.
ending, but my point is,
Just to not even go to the
on a
ship in
script
general.
like level, they should have never went to
No,
the ship.
no,
No, they should never revisit.
But yes, we'll talk about that fucking.
It
end.
should have
So,
been
yeah.
an isolated deceit movie,
Yeah.
and it's not that.
So I'm mad that the
it's,
ship.
it's a fucking shitty monster movie.
Because at
That's
any
what it is.
exactly
point,
what it
because
is.
now at any point they can just walk around the ship. It's like, why don't they? And they're like, yeah, look at the ship we found.
So
Not gonna
why
look at
don't-
it.
The fucking hatch is open the whole time.
But they literally talk about how they're scientists and blah, 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 and the fate of science. But yet you have all this other, if you're looking into this spaceship, how much science is right there?
They're real excited to look at the specimen, but the ship isn't really damaged. Like, go in and look at it. Take a look around.
It's in like perfect condition, but yet the ship's in the Carpenter version.
It's
not
annihilated.
It also
it's not
doesn't.
That nice.
It doesn't mean anything. They're just like whatever. There's a big hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the one in the Carpenter one's way smaller because you kind of see the outline of it. It looks like.
Yeah.
The one there is insanely massive.
It's huge.
I mean, you do a thing where like maybe we didn't see all of it. It's a whole thing. Anyway.
I'm building one under
But
my
it wasn't
shed.
in a
I'm building a
fucking
new.
cave.
But they find the specimen under the ice. What were you saying?
I said I'm building a new spaceship under my
Oh yeah, when
cabin.
the thing makes this tiny spaceship made out of helicopter parts.
I just want to go to sleep in the ice.
I don't know if that was a spaceship. It's just he just needed a vehicle,
No, it
and
wasn't.
he was using alien knowledge.
What, like a
Yeah, he
fucking
was
snow
making
Well,
it
no, because
spaceship. That was his whole thing.
It wasn't. That was not going to survive in space.
No.
I think he just said he just wanted to get anywhere right here.
Get me out of here.
That's
I'm
what-
tired.
He didn't say that. The others said because they didn't know what it was. They think that he was still the scientist that just wanted to get out of there. It didn't matter where.
No, I think it was definitely the thing making a craft.
It was.
But using his alien knowledge. But that craft was never meant to go to space.
I don't know what the fuck it was
It
meant
would have
for.
burned up if it went to. There's no way that's leaving the atmosphere, guys.
I just want to go home. Put me back in cocoon.
So yeah, they make a plan to get the thing out of the ice.
Yes.
It returns, and the one dude takes a. He wants to take a tissue sample, much to the chagrin of Mary Elizabeth.
So
Winstead.
let's take a fucking drill and just a regular ass
They
drill and
are-
just.
Such assholes to Kate in this scene too, where he like comes out with her and goes, "Don't contradict me in front of the others."
Don't contradict me in front of those people again.
I just thought it.
You're not here to think.
Oh yeah.
Like he was such a fucking dick the entire like you're not here to do anything except like get him out of the ice. That's what they said.
Get the facts on whatever it is
Yeah.
because she's a biologist too.
it was just to get him out of the ice. I thought that they said it was just to get him out of the ice.
Well, to study it and kind of tell him what it could be or what it's composed
Okay,
of or
so if
any of
that's
that
your
shit.
job and you're there saying, hey, you can actually like ruin the specimen by fucking drilling a hole into it and it not being sanitized, I think she's doing her fucking job.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely.
By the way, do me a favor. If I get a fact wrong, don't correct me in front of you.
No, I'm going to let everyone on the internet correct you. It's a lot funnier.
Please correct me because I did not. I've seen the thing a lot, but I did not just watch it because I just watched a lot of fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Your brain okay?
No.
Oh.
Also,
Watch a lot of Texas.
hold on.
I would not recommend it.
My whole thing is like they want to dig this fucking thing out, and they're taking no precautions. Like what? Let's just say the fucking thing's dead and it doesn't come back to life. But
I don't think they assume.
But any amount of disease or plague or some shit could be on this fucking alien life form, and you're shoving a drill in there. And you're
Even
like, fuck
the
it.
X-Files movie, they make sure to do it underground in a tank.
Yes,
and
contained, not in a fucking Norwegian ice house.
Yeah, they drill into it. They take a sample out of it. They like drill in a little too far, I
They
think.
do. You see everyone like panic, but they actually just get enough to where
I think
the
at some
drill gets
point,
a tiny bit of tissue.
Yeah, at some point they're looking at like satellite images or X-ray stuff of the ship, and they're like, "Huh." It's like, why did he crawl out of his ship if it seems to be intact? And they're
They
like,
said that the survivor. Yeah.
Yeah.
They said the survivor went out of the ship.
Yeah.
But also, if it was still intact, like why would the?
especially
like, it
later,
makes
it's
no
like
sense.
there's no reason for him to leave that ship.
There's nothing. There's no.
Unless he got
reason.
thrown from the craft.
That's
But
what
is
some
there a
people said.
window that you?
It looks like they couldn't even get inside. How did fucking something come out of it?
But if he was thrown out of the ship, he should be able to survive anyway, because he wasn't that far from it. It
Well-
sounds like.
Also, I imagine that spaceships have like strong windows that you can't just get thrown through. Like I imagine.
What, going through space? What? You can go through space no
Because in
problem.
Star
As soon
Trek,
as you
I hit the brakes too hard on my spaceship and I
Remember,
fucking
in
flew
Star
out the
Trek,
windshield.
they don't have glass in Star Trek.
Isn't it like a
except
force
for
field?
except for the movies that forget and they put glass in Star Trek? It's not glass; it's transparent aluminum, so it's metal that you can see through.
Space titanium.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what Mechagodzilla's made out of, by the
exactly.
way.
Space titanium.
Yeah.
It's better than regular titanium.
Way better.
So where are we
What the
at
fuck
here?
were we just talking about? I had something to say and I
How
forgot.
the fuck the alien got thrown out of the ship?
I don't know, but like they say,
Makes
it's
no
been
sense.
here for 100,000 years.
Yeah.
I don't know. What happened? Why did he
seems-
crawl out of the ship?
They seem to be surviving just fine in the winter. Also, then why do they have to keep burning it if he's in all the movies? The thing can survive winter no problem. And
Well, it kind of like goes to sleep and hibernates and
Yeah, it
frozen.
can't like really
but if
move.
the ship is just fine, then just get on the ship and go. Or you
well, because in the other movie, the ship was not fine because the Norwegians blew it up.
That's what I'm
Also,
talking
how many
about.
miles away is he now from, or is it now from the ship? It can't just go back on.
It
So
can't
it's
be
going to have a
that-
snack.
It can't
Yeah.
be that far.
No.
I like the idea. The only really thing that I like about the Thing 2011 is the fact that you brought up and with the alternate ending. If you want, can we talk about that a little bit? now?
Let's wait
Okay,
till we
okay.
get to the end.
Okay.
So yeah, they all sing like assholes for fun because they all think they're going to be
assholes.
rich.
Skull,
Yes.
aquavit, delicious. It's really good. Have you ever had aquavit?
I haven't. I'm sorry.
Or akavit?
But Mr. Echo, he goes to check on the ice. And then there's like a fake scare, a jump scare. But then when he leaves, the thing just explodes up out of the ice.
And it looks like shit.
Now, apparently this was, I mean, I kind of assumed this was going to be CGI. It's whatever. You
Yeah,
only
it
see
looks
for
like a
second.
Starship Trooper bug.
Yes. The design I'm actually fine with.
Okay.
Apparently, like when you have something in ice, you're not supposed to like cut from the top. You like cut it in like sheets. Apparently, that's what they do.
I can see that.
And people mentioned that, I think. So they were like, why would the Norwegians cut from the top? And then the movie's answer is like, well, what if it just exploded out the top and got out on its own?
But then it wouldn't look that nice because they try to make it so perfect to the images that they found.
Yeah.
And it does look just like it. The ice box, like the.
Yeah.
But if he just exploded out of that, I don't think it would look like that.
What?
It would be like shards of ice
Yeah.
everywhere. You don't
Yeah.
see that. It's just.
Isn't it still out in the ice, or is it warmer in that little thing?
It was melting.
I know, but like,
Well, no, that room wasn't like heated or anything.
that's what I mean. So
Yeah.
why wasn't it just still frozen solid?
I guess the drill woke it up. I don't know. But it is
Drill made it melt.
Well, they have. Maybe I'm just confusing the two, but like I know they have generator. They can't keep it as it has. It's definitely warmer inside than it is outside.
Yes.
Sure.
So it gets strong enough to explode out. And they all search for it.
Why don't they just make it melt like both of the other movies? Like just let it melt. Like that's the whole thing.
I don't know. I didn't write
TM.
this one. The guy who ruined Freddy Krueger wrote this one.
Well, fuck that guy.
Yeah, so it explodes out. They're all looking for it. This is the most we see of the practical thing in this when it's underneath the floorboards because it's
Yeah.
heated in the darkness.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
can tell like some of those are actual like, and you can see footage of this, like the big claws and whatnot.
You can.
Obviously, and they do enhance it digitally with a few things.
Yeah.
which I was fine with. And when
It's
I
not like
Yeah.
egregious.
yeah, when I
No.
first saw the movie,
look
I'm
like
like,
a fucking
this
cartoon.
looks
Yeah.
fine. If this is the thing they're doing, I'm like, this looks cool. And CGI tentacles are way easier. You've made a practical effect tentacle,
Yes.
right? CGIs are way easier to animate and get to do exactly what you want them to do.
Yeah, when they're rigged and stuff, but they don't look as good.
Yes, but if it's like a quick thing, who cares?
If it-
For this, when it's just like a basic harpoon to grab a guy,
yeah. No,
doesn't
for
need
sure.
to look that
No,
great.
I mean, sure.
Later on, when there's a tentacle that's
when it's whipping it-
screaming,
yeah,
that
and
was a
then
little
that was
dumb.
fucking stupid.
That was a little
All
dumb.
of that was.
Yeah, so it like
the
fucking
colors of it.
It does like a editor. Please play the clip of the guy getting attacked by the tentacle and make the thing do Scorpion's catchphrase.
Get over here!
Get over here! Yeah, so the guy's getting eaten. They're all starting to shoot at it, and they light it on fire in the building. You're right. It does
Well,
have the
also the
Starship
dog
Trooper
gets attacked
claws.
too,
Yeah.
right?
A dog is trying to break out. You see the dog like trying to chew at the fence to get out.
And they have that one dog in there, which is
The
gonna be
one dog.
the dog.
The
Yeah.
dog.
Husky
The one
Prime, we'll
dog.
call him.
Yeah. So yeah, they burn the thing. What do they do?
Oh, it's dead at this point. They nuke it pretty quick, and then they're
Yeah.
like, all right, let's bring it inside.
Yeah, and they debate what they should do with the body. They agree to examine it. They discover the thing was consuming the guy. Like he's in like an
Which is-
amniotic sac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's consuming him, but then she's like, that tissue looks new. Yeah.
What's this?
It just seemed very odd.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't. I feel like that scene right there doesn't mix with the rest of the movie. The
Well,
way
in the
it
other movies, we don't
attacks.
see them
No, I mean like in the rest of this movie, it doesn't.
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't feel like the attack of the Thing is similar to that one. They're all different.
Yeah.
I don't even think they should have done this. I think they should have just had somebody get taken, and then we don't know exactly.
Well,
who it
as we
was.
know, as we know from the previous movie, like the Thing wants to be sneaky, but at times it'll do a show and a dance if it knows there's another thing, and it'll sacrifice itself. So to make you
So
think
that
the
person
Thing
can
is
get away.
defeated, but
Yeah.
the other one can keep going around. That happens a couple times in the other movie, like,
or when it's shit out of options, right?
or when it's
and
either,
it's like, all right, fuck.
It's either it gets caught, or it's like I'm gonna put on a scene.
My head's gonna turn to a fucking
because that's
fly trap.
That's clearly what's happening here. Because why would it let itself get nuked like that? It wants them to think they're safe.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things that killed me during this is in the other two, they call it the Thing. That's all they say. They don't refer to it in any other way. They don't even know it's an alien, really, especially in the beginning. They never say alien. They never say until like more like towards the end-ish, like from a different world or something.
Well, in '82 they do. They're like,
but not all. The only,
chariots of the skies. They're dropping like flies.
but they never,
be a dog.
They talk,
It's not a dog.
No, I'm thinking of the stoner. They taught the Incas everything they know.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah. Watching the fucking Jeopardy on
Yeah.
VHS. Yeah.
But they never. In this movie, they consistently say the alien or the creature. And the other ones, they always say the thing, the thing, the thing, the thing. And this one, I don't think I heard them say the Thing that often or at all.
I can't recall it.
I actually don't know if they ever even say the Thing or the Thing.
The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they ever said the Thing in
Do
this
us a favor.
movie.
Drink every time you hear the Thing in this review.
So here's something.
Hey, drink your J&B.
Here's something.
dead.
That's something that doesn't count. That I get it, but what it leads to I don't like. But they realized the Thing threw out a piece of titanium that was on the guy's arm
Yeah, which
because
is
it can't replicate metal.
right. Which is kind of a cool idea.
And obviously,
Only organic material.
The Thing's like they're not going to open this guy's arm and check. So yeah, so it got rid of it. It spit it out.
It's questionable what this alien knows and doesn't know.
Yes. Oh God, yes. And then fucking not Lloyd. He's looking at the petri dish, and they realize like it's the cells are imitating other cells. And I have
He's like, I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
yeah, I have a note here that says this is boring to anyone who's seen the other movie.
That whole
They're
scene.
just retreading the other movie.
Yeah, but that whole scene when Blair figures that out and he's got the little fucking screen and the cells are going to each other and then replicating and then it's like perfect duplicate or perfect replica.
Yeah.
That's what it was doing to that dog.
It's imitation.
It's an imitation.
It's imitation dog. Like imitation crab meat.
It's an impossible Whopper.
So they're ready to take off. They're like, we're going home. Shit's fucked. But then Mary Elizabeth Winstead, she sees fillings on the floor and then just blood in the shower. And
Yeah,
she's like,
Carrie was there. It was a whole thing.
yes. She was like, she laughed at her, like all of them.
Yeah,
They were all going to laugh.
They were all gonna laugh because she lost her fillings.
Yeah. So she realizes something's up. And she's like, I got to stop the helicopter. And Uncle Owen, he's flying it.
McCready and Childs are up in the helicopter.
I'm sorry, Uncle Owen and Mr. Echo. They're like, what the fuck's going on down there? Maybe we should land. Yeah. And then we see a guy like freaking out.
I hated
and
this
right right away, you're like, that guy's not the Thing. The movie wants you to think it's the Thing. And then this is the point in the theater where me and my friends, we went, what? And just started cracking up. The other guy's face starts to split, but it's the worst digital effect.
It's so
It's like
bad.
And it probably looked so good, like practically. You know?
can see it.
Yeah, because it's there and it actually happened. The fucking latex rips and there's shit inside and blood and stuff.
Just even look at a still of that. You're like, ugh. So
also, why is
bad.
the Thing...
Looks like butt.
so
the whole
many
Why
thing.
is the
about this
Thing
scene.
doing this?
There's no reason.
It's getting
There's
away.
No.
Because
It-
right
it
now, there's
doesn't
no
make sense.
test or anything.
No.
No. The Thing would never exposed itself because even if he was going back, he would just infect more people,
that's the
or
thing.
or they would wait until they're another place. There is no reason
He
for
would
him
have
to
gone
show
back
himself.
because they don't have an idea for a test yet. They don't even know if this thing is for real. If anything, him doing this proves that it's
real.
There's
Yeah.
something going on.
The thing does this so many times during this movie.
It really frustrates me.
The entire time. I'm like, why?
And again, I know
Because it's a shitty monster movie.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
again, like I know the thing will sacrifice itself to come, but like this is not one of those times.
No,
This is
No.
weird.
It's not
No,
smart. It's dumb,
And it's killing it.
Yeah.
It's killing itself.
Well, yeah, but
it doesn't.
Yeah, but it would have it already did its purpose. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, I need to get out of here. Okay, get him out of it. And he's on the fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was mad that they were going to land. And it's like,
That
but yeah,
doesn't
they
make
probably go
sense.
right back up
Yeah.
when they're like,
Exactly.
you're crazy.
Did he
We're
panic?
out.
Was he panic?
Because
Was the thing panicking?
he has no idea why they were landing either.
No.
Mm-hmm.
He had no idea.
So, well, I mean, I guess the thing's been in this situation before. He's like, fuck. Caught again.
Has he?
Is that how he crashed the first time in the fucking ice? Right?
Shit, they got me.
He's like, that's not the way I want to go. I'm gonna fucking kill the pilot and crash into Earth.
So the helicopter crashes.
Yes.
And then I was trying to figure this out. Do we ever see anything about that again? About that helicopter that crashed?
The pilots come back later.
No, that thing would have exploded and they would have died. But McCready and Childs somehow make it back to the fucking camp and they're fine.
No one decides to get like the snowcat and like go out there and check it. I think.
But like also
Unless that was a scene I missed.
What happened to that thing? How did they survive?
exactly.
I don't know.
Because even if it crashed
The power of
and it
love?
died or whatever, they would still be infected, wouldn't they?
Yes.
If they even got it, I'm assuming the thing died in the crash.
How would
but
I
they
don't think the
didn't.
thing would.
It needs to be burned up and like incinerated
Yeah.
into ash for it to
I
totally
think if
die.
it was that
You know what?
smart, knowing it was
It's-
crashing, it would have leaped out or something.
You know what? It survived, and it got caught by the cigarette smoking man from X-Files, and that's how you get all the things in the Thing video game.
Bum bum. Bum bum.
God, the whole
For a
trust.
second there,
That's the video game.
The whole
plot point.
trust
my
system in
entire
that game
mind
was
just
so.
went SVU. Just putting that out there.
The,
Just heard bum bum.
the trust system in that game was so broken.
Oh yeah, you were
You gotta,
saying that.
you gotta keep their trust or they'll turn on
We
you.
should
But
play
then,
it.
but then there were parts in the game where they had to turn no matter what. Even if you were to test them to
Yeah.
make sure they were the thing, if it got to the point where like, oh, this is the part of the game where they're the thing. Even if you just test them, it's like, oh, they just happen to be the
Okay.
thing. So annoying. Anyway,
At least you didn't know in the first play through.
yeah.
For PS2, it came out, right?
Yes. Yes. So they aren't able to radio anyone because the storm's coming in and it's pretty bad.
I love that the fact they had to say that in the beginning of the movie. Well, you better be quick because there's a horrible storm coming in.
I mean,
want to be
they
caught
do
in
that in 82. They're
It's
like,
so
storm's going to get pretty bad.
annoying.
It's the first week of winter, all right?
First
It's
goddamn
not the
week of
fucking
winter.
first week of winter.
first snowfall of the winter.
So she basically tells me, like, hey, one of us could be the thing. We can't leave. And again,
Now,
it's boring.
mind
if you
you-
already saw the other movie.
Not only is it boring, but mind you, alien life form. We don't know anything about it. You're all fucking scientists. You're not this stupid, right? It's not just a bunch of fucking yokel fucks that are like, fuck that, we're getting out of here. What are you, crazy lady? It's like, yeah, we came here to get this alien out of the fucking ice. You have no idea what to expect from this thing.
Yeah.
Its biology, how it functions, how it eats, what it could spread, any of that stuff. And your first fucking thing is, yeah, let everybody go. That's fine. We're not going to quarantine shit
Yeah.
without hard proof.
Well, they're about to get hard proof because
Yeah.
Juliet.
Her fucking partner, like,
Oh, but-
dimes her out.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know what I saw in that microscope.
Oh, yeah. But the other lady, who I was not a fan of.
I'm sorry.
I don't know who that actress is. Get her out of my Thing movie. You only get
I'm
one
sorry.
pass in this Thing movie.
She was pretty too. She had like a really sexy accent.
gun to my head, I couldn't tell you what she looked like.
Dark hair.
However,
Wasn't dark hair.
gun to
It
my
looked
head, I couldn't tell
beautiful.
you what anyone looked like in this movie, except for Mr. Echo, Joel Edgerton.
Lots of beards.
The redheaded guy I've seen in other things.
Sure.
For a second there, I
In
thought it
other
was the
Thing
guy that
movies?
was in Game of Thrones. For a second,
It actually might be.
I don't
be.
think it was
Because I think that actor is. Oh, that actor was in Fast and Furious 8. And I was like, where's this weird guy
is
been
that
from?
his name? Is it Christopher? Is that? Now I want to know. Is that him?
I think that's him. Anyway. So the girl is like, I saw so-and-so. He must be the thing. We need to...
Saw him cleaning out the shower.
I saw that guy wipe the blood out of the shower with a thing.
Yeah. And he hid the keys to the thing.
Just one key.
Yes. And I'll show you where the keys are.
Is she
and,
supposed to be a scientist too?
and she's like, okay,
She's part of the crew.
She's like, I
She was
trust
an
you. Let's go into this room alone. And again, the thing when it's alone likes to be quiet.
Yeah.
But because this is a movie for idiots, the thing just goes...
It turns into a fucking Resident Evil boss, man.
Reason for that.
Yes, and I said this game, and I never really played the game. I have it. Mike Matei lent it to me, and I forgot to play it. Sorry. Dead Space came out like a few years before this, or the year before this.
And they look like necromorphs. They don't look like the thing TM.
They look like the CGI looks like it's
pulled
the
out of the video
graphics
game.
from the fucking video game back then. It's awful. She's chasing Mary Elizabeth around.
She's got like a mouth on her, which is not anything new, but the way everything's like arranged, and I don't know.
It was...
Looks like shit.
It does.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the practical effect looked like, by the way. Same design.
Still stupid.
No. So
but it looks even worse because it's like covered up with the bullshit CG.
It eats a guy who just was in the hallway at the wrong time.
She's like, get out of the way, and he's like, huh? Oh!
But yeah, the effect is terrible. When her head's like hanging, she's like,
It's real bad.
they light her on fire.
And it happened so fast. Where in the other, like, it just kind of, you got to sit there, you can appreciate it more. This is too fast.
There's impending doom and dread running throughout all of the scenes after we finally let the thing loose in the place, right? And now we're just like getting to the next fucking thing one after another because this guy dies and they're like, shit, there's a fucking alien or something out coming after us. Okay, let's check your mouth.
Yeah, we're almost at that point.
Yeah.
They burn the remains. They say they can't leave, and then they disable the vehicles. And then Lars, the one Norwegian that they kind of have you talk to, he shows the grenades as like they could be an option for later.
See these? They blow things up.
Yes.
Well, that's very Russian. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that's a Russian accent.
And then the pilots show up, and they put them in prison they like imprison them because they're like, there's no way they could survive.
No,
then again, there's a little bit of that in the other one where they're like, how did he? No, you can't
It's a
be out
little
that
bit
long.
more believable.
Yeah.
In the original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is a fucking downed helicopter.
Yeah.
Yep. And
What are you
something
talking
was-
about?
If we just watched the thing attack everyone,
I'm sorry.
how? What?
The thing. We just keep,
that's
the
what
thing
it is.
doing the thing.
The thing. So if the thing is attacking everyone on the helicopter, I'm pretty sure it would detect everyone very quickly too.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no way.
They should be
none of
fucking
them
dead.
They should be dead before they hit the ground.
And
they should have been dead before they hit the ground, and the thing would have already been inside them, and then it would have affected all of them.
they'd all be a mangled fucking mess of shit anyway.
Yeah.
And the thing would still be alive.
But also, even if it was mangled, it goes into their body still.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the creature itself would still be alive.
You know what's
and
weird?
then it
Even
would
if the
affect the
creature's
others.
alive, it's like it's probably frozen because it's in the elements and it doesn't do well with the
That
cold,
too.
but it's still there. Who knows whatever happened to it?
It's still outside for the other portions of the movie.
Who knows there? I don't. All right, I'm
So-
fired.
They go back inside and the guy's like working on a test. He's working on a blood test. 'Cause
What?
like the original. But I couldn't believe it. So they burnt the remains of the other one.
Yeah.
The first specimen is still on the table. I'm like, that thing's still alive. First off, how's that thing not come back to life yet?
Yeah.
Because even in the original, it's playing dead after it got burnt, like it got severely burnt.
Yeah, and even the ones that they brought in were frozen, so they're thawing.
Yeah.
So they're not awake yet.
Yeah. So there's that point in the original, even though like the other things have just been sitting on the table, they throw them in the pit and burn them anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're just going to come back
Big
to
time.
life at some
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
Even if they're immobile right now because the burning like hurt them, they're going to.
They're still alive.
They have to
The
be
cells are
like
still alive.
incinerated.
Yes.
Completely.
And then buried in ice just in case.
And they put them in antifreeze barrels and they put them in an unmarked grave. So the whole lab's on fire because they're trying to figure out this fucking blood test and
Yes.
somebody sabotaged it.
Of course. Which,
Who could it be now?
Who can it be? I just realized that's why she's listening to the song.
Yeah.
Who could give a shit? Yeah. Bum, bum.
So if you listen, I know you have you listened to CVS Bangers?
What the fuck is that? Like elevator music? Like when you're in CVS?
Yeah. So you know how like DJs on the radio, they'll do like a block of music and they'll like add like sound drops and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the CVS Bangers is that, but with music you would hear at a CVS.
Yeah.
And it's like this overly like this DJ just like CVS Bangers.
I need that. Is it like a playlist or something you can grab?
Yeah, and there's
that's funny
several
stuff.
different ones. There's CIA Bangers. And I forget which one it is. And he'll just say, they'll add like gunshots, sirens into like these cheesy songs. But the one is like, who can it be now? And the guy will just go, Obama. Anyway, look up CVS Bangers. Our editor Jess had a meltdown when we listened to that in the car going to Camp Crystal Lake.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because like it was playing the one, the guy, she was cracking up, and then like the DJ just yells at someone named Jessica, just like Aaron's like, what? Anyway, so it's sabotaged. This is where they come up with the filling thing, right?
Yeah, because she's like, I got it. We can't do a blood test, but there's something else. Remember that titanium bar I found?
Yeah.
Well, we all have, what is it, fucking like mercury fillings? What were we using at that point?
I don't know what they were using.
I wasn't around for the early 80s. Did everyone have fillings?
That's exactly what I
had
originally note was, okay, so what if you don't have fillings? I don't have any fillings.
Really?
I've never had a cavity.
Neither do I.
I've never had any of that.
So lucky you, because I have sensitive teeth and I have really like weak enamel. So I had
have
cavities.
you tried crying about it?
Have you tried sucking my balls? I just used my Manscaped razor, so they're nice and ready for you.
Anyway.
So I had a lot of cavities as a kid, because you're a kid,
sucks.
and you don't brush your teeth like your mother and father tell you to. So and anyway, I had like metal fillings.
Yeah. I like the one guy's like, I have porcelain. She's like, all right.
Yeah. Anyone else have porcelain fillings or
What if I
good
floss,
teeth?
man? Does that mean I'm the thing?
Yeah. it
You're
just
the
seemed like-
thing. And like, no, I just really good teeth.
I can afford porcelain.
But they all just assumed everyone had fillings.
Yeah.
Everyone that comes up, even at the end, like, open up the mouth. Let me see your mouth.
My problem with this is everybody's so defensive instead of just being like wanting to prove that they're not the fucking alien.
Yeah.
Anybody who's reluctant to prove that they're the fucking alien is probably the alien, unless you're just an asshole, which all of these people are.
But also, did they all, I guess none of them had, because they say it later too about earrings and like jewelry.
Oh yeah, that's a big plot point later.
Oh,
Yeah.
They can't replicate anything that's in you that's metal.
Yes.
Yeah. So you would notice if I was an alien, because I have so many piercings, you'd be like, where'd they all go? Because that went by real fast.
Well, it depends on how smart the thing is in that particular scene.
This is true.
Which we'll circle around to that.
It
That's another
varies
thing.
depending on who is consumed. You think it matters who they consume last? That's the intelligence it gets?
Maybe,
No fucking
maybe.
way.
So the prisoners escape, the pilots escape, right? They like find them gone. They like went through the floorboards or something.
The Americans are gone.
Yeah, the Americans are gone. Tensions are high, and someone who is not the thing gets shot.
Yeah. Remember when Richard Masur got shot? Because he was just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of the
Does he
same.
blow up
the
when
same?
he gets blown up when he gets shot, right? Doesn't he have like
He gets shot right in the fucking
Yeah,
face,
he gets in the face.
right in the head.
Yeah, like literally.
No, I'm talking about in the 2011 one. Doesn't he have like a grenade or something? Somebody gets shot.
No.
Let's go for
He shoots him in the head, and it goes like in his head and into the tank.
Oh,
The flamethrower tank.
oh, right. And then the gas hits the thing. Yeah, you're
And
right.
then the
you're right.
guy who's the fucking thing is like, let me check on my friend.
Yes.
Bill Clay, let me check on my friend. And he goes down there, and the flame light ignites the fucking juice, and he explodes.
Yes, and then they bring him in, and then for no reason he reveals he's the thing.
His fucking
his
arm
hand comes off,
off,
and it's like a little spider thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Why did he reveal that?
There's
didn't
no reason. No reason.
he is a suspect. He is not confirmed, and then he just was like, okay, it's monster time now.
But why is it attack? So, and then, in the 82,
Remember when they tie everybody to the fucking couch?
they tied everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you also see that the head coming off when it's on the table, and it's trying to sneak out.
Yeah.
It does not try to attack everyone.
No.
That is one of my favorite scenes.
It's great.
And it's iconic looking.
Again, the one that
arguably the best scene in the movie.
The one that is attacking is a distraction. And this one, it's just him, and he puts his spider arms off and then starts attacking
They
everyone.
pop off, and they're like in that guy's mouth, the redhead guy.
And they're also, is this the scene where they're trying to use the flame thrower and it's not working?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Carter's trying to blast him, and it,
Wait,
it gets stuck, just like the
Is it
McGreedy
like the
thing.
same where it happened in 82 where
Yeah.
their flamethrower wasn't working?
But don't worry, guys. We finally get the two-headed thing that they find.
Oh my god, I'm so happy because I really needed the origin story of that fucking thing.
Yeah, so
And it
not
was
Jim Carrey gets
too
assimilated.
quick. If you're going to make it this big thing, make it a big thing.
It's also not weird enough.
Yeah.
For me, like it looks like if you look at the original Rob Bottin sculpt of that twisted face,
I did.
It's fucking insane.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
And this is just like two faces stuck. I don't know. It looks like shit.
Yeah.
It looks like that thing. Never mind.
And again,
what was
this
it?
is
'Cause it
something.
might be the same thing I was thinking of.
I couldn't remember.
And again,
what it was.
this is a practical effect that they had like green
They had
stuff
it,
on
yes.
to make the legs.
Yeah.
But they had like a thing and the face looked good and then just erased
I
it.
would have forgave it for that. You know what I mean? Because it's charming and a lot of work to do that. I mean, I'm sure some poor motherfucker was up for 100 hours straight covering it all up.
Yeah,
before it was going to release. But
and it looks terrible.
Yeah, it does.
It looks awful.
Yeah.
It's very bad looking, and the producers of this should feel very bad that they did this.
And it doesn't even when Norris, when dude like puts the defibrillator on him and his fucking chest opens and bites his arms off.
Yes.
When the Norris spider comes out of his chest, it's a completely different life form.
Yeah.
But it still has some of its features a little bit.
Yeah.
This, we're just fucking slapping people's faces on cartoons.
Yeah.
And it looks like shit. Like, and
Yeah.
but they still have like their bodies kind of because he has his upper torso.
Yeah.
And then like spider legs.
And it's like chasing them around, trying to
It's
eat
dumb.
them or whatever.
It's not unique at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah, they burned that one, I guess.
It follows Carter into the room and he's like gonna attack it with the knife, and then Kate just happens to show up and fucking flames it, and then it like jumps at him and misses him and blows out the side of the wall.
Yep.
And for some reason, they don't burn it more because it's still there in the other movie.
My
I don't know.
yeah, my note here was alien attack so much.
Yes.
I hate it. That's all it turned in. And from that point, I was like, I really don't want to watch this anymore because it just all the attacks were so quick. Everything, there was no, I don't want to say there was no art to it.
Yeah.
But it didn't make it special. Like we were saying, like the 82, it takes its time.
Yeah.
It shows it. And you're also not seeing at any point during this the reaction between the other humans.
You really don't.
At all. You don't see the panic enough. You don't see. It should be so much less of the thing and more about human connection of not trusting someone else.
Yeah.
That the humans are actually more dangerous.
Big time.
It's you don't know how to do it. It's all about deception.
Yeah.
And yet in this, you
There's
don't
none of
get that at all. You only get shitty CGI, shitty CGI. You don't even know what's happening because it's so fast.
I'm struggling to remember a lot. Whatever happened to Mr. Echo? Did he get eaten by one of the
don't know.
hands?
I think he's right here. But I just want to add to your point real quick and about taking its time. Whenever somebody transforms in the original one, it's like the most grotesque body horror, and it's just like little things at a time. When that fucking head stretches off that body,
it's
and
so
the ligaments are like
good.
stretching and ripping, and and the fucking feet come out and the eyes come out, like I don't know.
It builds this suspense as well,
Yeah.
where you're kind of on edge
It's
and you're
scary.
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
To where when things happen so quick, you're just like, your brain can't react in as much horror, I feel like. There's not as much anticipation
It's
or
not letting
fear.
you take it in.
It's not. It's just, it's there, and you can't, I don't know. You can't connect with it as well.
No, I would agree.
It's very surface.
Yeah.
What happens to Mr. Echo? Because
He gets attacked by the fucking split face.
Okay.
I'm pretty. Wait, who is Mr. Echo? Is that Jameson?
The other pilot.
The
Not
black
Joel
guy,
Edgerton.
Childs.
Yes.
Yes.
Hold on. Yeah, Jameson gets killed. I just put Jameson dies. I forget,
I
forget
don't know who
how he died.
when. Everyone
I know
just-
Redhead has got a spider on his face. So,
Oh. When fucking Sanders, because before Sanders turns into the split face,
Yeah.
he's on the ground with that stupid fucking tentacle out of his chest.
Yeah.
And it's whipping around.
It's
and,
screaming,
yeah.
which means the tentacle has lungs and vocal cords. Anyway, keep going.
That's not even my problem. My problem is it's just a big stupid tentacle.
Yeah.
And it stabs Adam and it kills Jameson. He's dead.
Gotcha.
Mr. Echo has his lungs punctured.
Darn.
So it's just a big murder scene is what this feels like, and you don't
Yeah.
even know who's really
So-
getting murdered or
So
not.
so
It's just like
Lars is still alive somewhere.
Yes.
And then they show another guy is hiding, not letting him know he's around, like
Yeah.
even when they're leaving.
Yeah.
Because
you find
because-
out later.
yeah.
Yeah.
which would have been cool to see if you are going to do a prequel and then you just glance over it.
Yeah. Now the main Norwegian guy is now the thing.
Yes.
The doctor, and he takes the snowcat to the ship. And they're like, "Where's he going? He's not gonna get far." He's like, "He's going to the ship."
Which apparently works.
Who fucking cares? Let him go home.
So why didn't he just go to the ship in the first place then?
Nah, because its whole thing is it wants to assimilate. It probably just would have flown that ship to civilization.
You think
and then
so?
Ate everyone.
Yeah,
you know?
well, it sucks at directions, because why the fuck would it land in Antarctica?
No, it crashed in Antarctica.
Yeah, why? It's a bad drive.
I always assumed
we'll get into it, but
something
yeah.
similar was happening on the ship. The aliens knew
Yes.
the thing was there. They were attacking.
That's
And
what I said at
either-
the beginning of the episode.
Either the Italians, the Italians,
Italians.
they're like, "Mamma mia!
What are we gonna do?"
Thing coming! Ah, Dios mío! No, that's Spanish. Okay, they're also Spanish.
Minga Malone.
Jesus Christ, Tony.
Konnichiwa! Like, just every line of dialogue.
The Italian thing.
Yasu.
Tony is the Italian thing.
Go. Yeah, that's what the yep.
So the aliens, I assume either they were fighting with the thing, the control room got fucked up and they crashed, or they realized the thing was on board and they were fucked and they crashed it on purpose to kill it.
Well, that's the
and
that's
then
alternative
potentially
ending.
ruining an entire other civilization.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
They scanned. There weren't
I don't think
cities
they
or
cared.
anything.
It's like an advanced ship. Why didn't you just explode the ship? There's got to be a
I don't
self-destruct.
know. It is on fire when it crashes, but who
well,
knows?
it's entering the Earth's atmosphere.
It's on fire before that. Like there's flames on it, right? I think there's flames on it.
Maybe going. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm in my head. I'm seeing that in the beginning of Predator, and it's all mixing together.
So yes, yeah. I think it was just a case of like the thing attacked them. Maybe they weren't ready for it.
That was the original idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they're on top of the ship, and the vents start opening. And this reminded me of the X-Files movie where the vents with the not even the spaceship. Well, going to the spaceship reminds me of the X-Files movie.
Oh, okay. I immediately thought Predator 2.
A little because the spaceship is even bigger. But the vents opening reminds me of the X-Files movie when like the bees are coming out of the little vents and they have to run. It reminds me of that. So yeah, she falls into a hole. Oh, we have to mention Joel Edgerton has an earring on this side. This side. They make sure to show that. He has an earring on this side. So yeah, she falls on the ship and she's looking around and there's Tetris happening. Just a big tube with Tetris pixels.
This was added. This is what was added.
A big fucking Rubik's Cube.
Would you like to share what happened here? Tell me about this other ending.
The other ending was that she finds other aliens completely destroyed or seems to be fought or something, and because she finds a pod that was open to say that, oh, the thing was actually maybe captured by these other aliens. And that's why they crashed.
Or created by these other aliens.
Or created. Yeah, you don't know.
Like the engineers. This is a Prometheus sequel.
Up. Don't mention Prometheus.
Sorry.
But I would have liked to see that because that means that there's other dangers and it's other aliens involved. That would have been really cool.
So-
and it at least puts a little bit more intelligence than just assuming your audience is dumb as fucking rocks.
Yeah, but by this point, I mean, Tony had mentioned that to me earlier, and I like the idea of us not knowing what the actual form of the Thing TM is. And
I don't think it has an original form.
Well,
it's just
yeah, it's
cells
like a
that will
virus.
join and replicate.
It's a shift. It's a shape.
Now
I can't say. I said it.
Well, they are.
Shapeshifter.
It is a shape-shifting alien, but the idea that it assimilated a different alien species is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, every time it shapeshifts, it looks like whatever it's currently absorbing and something else from another planet.
And a fucking eldritch horror.
Probably
you know
destroyed
what I mean?
entire words.
Which is probably why they look like that. Between Rob Bottin and John Carpenter being a big fan of Lovecraft, he's like, make this fucking insane looking, you know?
I mean, look, later at the end of that movie, there's like a dog thing coming out of
Blair
chest,
Monster, yeah.
And they cut out the worst effect in the Carpenter thing.
Oh, the stop motion? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Well, you know how there's the stop motion tentacle that brings the dynamite, and that looks
Do the
pretty
whole
bad.
thing.
But then they have the Blair thing come up, and the dog that's in his chest actually comes out and moves around, and it's stop motion. It looks really bad.
I don't know about that.
I think it's charming as
They
hell. I
were
love
smart to
it.
trim that.
Oh, well, yeah.
I actually should go back and watch that.
It does break it a little bit.
The very little stop motion in that movie already is kind of like
dodgy,
yeah.
It's
Anyway.
not, it didn't stick out like a sore thumb to me. Any of the stop motion.
I
That
will
might
take
have.
CGI tentacles over stop motion tentacles.
It's
any
odd
day.
because there's a whole practical Blair monster that they shoot, and that dog comes out of him, and it's practical.
Yeah,
when it opens up. I'm
but
just
like
saying.
the wide shot. Like,
no,
coming
I
out
know,
of the
but I'm
thing,
saying
yeah.
like, why bother?
So-
even with that.
So yeah, the thing, it like touches the dead one, right? I don't think they've ever actually filmed the deleted scene. It was a deleted
No,
scene, but it's never been
I don't
released.
think it's been released.
So
Is
it
it
like
boarded, like storyboarded in that way? Where it's like,
well,
look
it
at
was
this.
shot. Part of it was shot.
Oh, it was shot.
You've never seen the pilot?
No
animatronic.
No, I feel like I've seen that scene.
Really?
Is it out there?
I looked on you. I didn't see
I'm sure
it,
it's
but I
on the
did a quick
DVD.
look.
Is there a deleted scene?
Deleted extended scenes.
Ooh.
Huh. I'd have to check that out. But
I feel like I've seen this.
all right, so what I remember from reading about it is like it assimilates the original alien and it gets in the pod and it starts firing up the ship.
There you go.
But they cut that out.
Yeah.
And the practical effect looks awesome. It's like a big squid looking thing. But so they've covered up the tube in this Tetris pixel
Yep,
thing.
that's what they did. They made it Tetris tube.
I don't even know what the Tetris tube is. I guess
no one
it's
knows.
ship's
It's just there.
computer. or
Yeah,
something.
I
They don't
was
say
saying
it. It's just there, and it looks
And she's
weird.
she's
it doesn't look right.
fascinated by it, but that's because she's really looking at an alien in the thing.
Right. But I mean, I guess it's kind of like the mainframe. It's supposed to be the mainframe of the ship or
But
some
it
shit.
doesn't match either. It doesn't match anything in it.
Yeah.
It totally takes you out.
Yeah.
You're just like, what
And
the
then
fuck?
the thing
weird
is
change.
behind her. And his face looked, me and you were like, ah.
Man, it is like
Bad. It looks bad. And this chase scene is boring as shit.
it is like
I-
Dr. Smith level bad CG from the Lost in Space movie.
The Lost in Space movie?
Oh.
Do they have a picture
I
of
do
Dr.
like
Smith?
Lost in
I'm
Space.
sure when he gets fucking those blue spiders or whatever, like infect him.
Do they show Dr. Smith in this?
It looks like
Oh, no, they don't show him.
Oh,
They show like him without his face.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's like the shit. It's like It's like they stuck the fucking lawnmower man Job face like on a dirty,
my
disgusting
God.
CG cartoon. It looks so fucking bad.
And it's
It is.
trying to attack her.
And instead, you know how like like in the original, like it would have been a face and it like split and open up. Now it like it has this morph effect,
Yeah.
and then it's like a hole with tentacles. It looks like the fucking
And then
Sarlacc
she's
pit.
hiding, and the tentacles are trying to grab her, and they can't reach her. It's like, just cut your tentacles off.
What are you talking
'Cause then
about?
they
Cut your
become-
tentacles off. You're a fucking shape-shifting monster. Just
Yes.
make yourself
Make 'em long-
smaller.
or make 'em longer.
Yeah.
But I'm saying,
I don't get it. There should be no-
We've already established that it could just cut its limbs off and make more things. Just cut your tentacles off, and they'll grab her.
the
There's
crawly
so many
fucking
things.
arms could have got her.
There's no limit of what it can do. So why is there now limits?
I don't know. There's like a 2-minute scene where she's like going to get this grenade and then it breaks through the wall of the ship.
It's way too long of a scene, and I don't understand why this is one of the worst attack scenes in the entire movie, and it's the longest one.
I don't because it's the
And
final. It's like the face off, but like
Yeah.
that original ending sounds so much better.
And then she goes to throw the grenade. Does Joel Edgerton help her before she throws the grenade or after?
After.
Because he's like, "Come on, let's get out of here."
She throws it, and he has the flamethrower.
Yeah.
And there's no way they would have survived that fucking explosion.
Well,
no.
There's that,
fucking
and also
way.
knowing that
she
It's
fucking
all at the same time.
dude. She fucking slams dunks this fucking grenade into this
and
thing's mouth.
knowing the twist that's about to happen, Joel Edgerton should not be helping her at this moment.
Yeah.
No,
when you
that's
said
why I
that, I
was
was like,
confused.
"Oh my god, you're right." Like, why the fuck would it?
It would have helped
Yeah.
the thing. It makes no
Also, I don't like the
sense.
look of the ship. It just doesn't look.
It's a big
Right.
nothing. I couldn't even tell you what it really looked like.
A weird tube thing that lights up.
I was
engine.
kind of into that kind of like aliens hive look for that one door she couldn't open.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Should have
don't
never went to
remember.
the ship. Should have never went to the ship.
No.
And then the ship, they blow up that room, but then the ship never blows up. So you never know why Kurt Russell finds a blown up ship at the end. Or in his movie.
Yeah.
It's so confusing.
I really got it now. I'm like dying. After this, you got to fire it up because we need to put this to rest. If this fucking ship blew up or not.
I will skip to that scene.
I'm having like a Mandela effect moment right now.
So they get out. The thing is blown up. The Tetris tube is blown up. Good old Tetris tube.
But also, they would have found a fucking cave. Kurt Russell's character would have found a cave.
Well, yeah, they would have.
And the videos wouldn't have made sense.
With Snowcats there.
Well, it depends. Well, yeah, but it depends how far away the site is from the base. It's not. They need a snowcat to get there. So.
No, they take a helicopter in the.
Oh, that's right.
John
That's right. That's
Carpenter
right.
one. They take a helicopter.
Yeah.
I really want that hat Kurt Russell has, but you have to get them custom made, and they are super expensive.
Would you wear it every day?
Wear that fucking.
He wears his
thing,
fucking
hat.
Alien 3 hat every day.
I can't find my Alien 3 hat.
Really?
I want
Oh.
a pair of those goggles with like the slit goggles the Norwegians have.
Oh yeah, those
They're
are
fucking cool.
Those are cool. So yeah, she goes to get in the snowcat, and she sees his earrings on the other. So the thing can assimilate all your memories, and now it knows. Oh shit! It knows about the metal thing. I got to put this earring back in, but it put it in the wrong ear.
Your earring.
I didn't see an earring in that ear. I thought he just reached up to the wrong one.
I didn't see an earring either.
Yeah.
I thought it
I didn't see
because he
an earring.
goes to grab it. Like I
Yeah.
I think he went to go grab it, but it wasn't there. I don't think he
And
ever.
then she goes, "It was your other ear."
Oh, I thought he had an earring.
I
in.
didn't see an earring because I looked because I knew that was coming up.
Oh, well, we were watching it on really bad DVD quality on a 4K TV, super pixelated because
I
I
don't
ripped
remember
it.
there being an earring.
Because
But
I ripped it and compressed it so Crystal could watch it.
Oh.
Do I need to say thank you? It's also what is it on HBO? It's like on another thing.
It was on Amazon. No, what did I watch it on? I think I watched it on Amazon.
It was the
remember.
50. It was the black
don't
and white
own
one
this
that
movie.
I wanted to say, but you
I
sent me all
sent you all
three.
three.
I know. I was very grateful. Thank you.
Shit, I didn't realize. Did you need one of them? Did you need?
Just the new one.
Shit, I would have sent it to you. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Wow, you're a bad person.
God damn it, Tony.
I'm gonna
I want my $4 back.
I'm gonna.
I'm totally kidding.
Wait, can you owe me for all the shit movies you made me rented? Okay. You owe me a couple $100.
100.
We're rich.
Bring this back.
50. No, I'm kidding. Give that back. That
You don't
was
want it back now.
that was a Christmas present.
You got money for Christmas?
Yeah, but I don't like cash, so I'm like trying to like go
I'll take
places
that
to
cash off
spend
your
it.
hands. Fine.
Why don't you put it in your fucking bank account?
I gotta drive to the fucking bank.
You could just, yeah.
Do you not trust the bank? Are you one of those people that has to put all their money underneath the
No,
mattress?
I have money in the bank, but it's like all the way over there,
Come on.
and I drive over there.
You
to
could
get
just
home.
go to an
You can
ATM and deposit the cash.
Yes. How many times do you go to fucking Wawa?
Oh, yeah, you can do it right in Wawa.
Anyway,
Break
So
that
she-
50, baby. Get a
so
fucking
she-
gobbler
Yo,
sub
he's
and put
going-
the rest in the
she
machine.
torches
To
him.
a dark parking lot at the end, and we know he has a whole bunch of cash in his wallet. It doesn't take that much to knock this fucker out.
So she torches him inside the snowcat. You think
She's the thing, dude. She's
Yeah.
the thing, TM, and she's going
If
to
I
take your
was
money.
Mary Elizabeth, I guess there's another one that she uses. But if I was her, I'd be like, hey, I got to show you this thing out here.
I wouldn't ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
I'd
in
make him
case.
to get out and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. He's like, no, don't do it, bring it. And then she fucking
But-
fries him.
I don't understand where. Wouldn't he just become the thing and attack her if instead of saying no? Don't.
He's been whipping that fucking tentacle through people's faces and chests the whole
Yeah.
movie. Why isn't he
does
just like
not.
and just take her out?
Yeah,
By the way, there's no one around her. He should have killed her right away.
so many times, so many times.
Or left her for dead in the thing.
Yeah.
And like you said.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's dumb.
Anyway.
Not good.
Yeah, it's
So
bad.
she burns him,
and then she gets in
goes-
the other one and gets away.
And
But do you
question
even-
mark because it just fades to
sits
black.
there because she just sits there.
Yeah.
Does she get away?
I told you, I'm sure they were planning a sequel where she teams up with a Kurt Russell character.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, bring him back?
No, you get a younger guy or digitally de-age him. Actually, no, this is
get his son.
This is a year after Tron Legacy. Please don't digitally de-age him in 2011.
You can put a fucking beard on Kurt Russell's kid, and it would look like him.
People ask him if he would do Snake Plissken. He's like, nah.
Really?
I'd be afraid to do Snake Plissken also.
That's some big shoes to fill, you know?
Yeah. Anyway.
I'm Jack Burton's kid. Pearl Trap Express 2. Sign me up for a Big Trouble in Little China sequel.
We talked about it in when we did the rental review with Macaulay Culkin for it. We were joking because The Rock wanted to be in Big Trouble in Little China. I'm like, he should just be Kurt Russell and Kim Cattrall's son. And like, not even make sense. They gave birth to a 6-foot Samoan. And then I think Kieran suggested that the hairy monster is just The Rock if you shave him. Like, that's how you do the sequel. So anyway.
I was just thinking, if he didn't have an earring in that scene, she had a 50-50 chance if that was her test. So if he actually went for the right ear, would they have been fucked? Or did she actually know?
That's why I'm saying, like, was the earring even in it?
I'd have to check.
You know?
Anyway, listen. The movie finally, during the credits, does what you want it to do.
Bum, bum.
It links up to the first. So the helicopter pilot is just some guy who showed up that day.
Why did he randomly show up?
Hey guys, just checking on you.
I'm pretty sure the storm passed and he went to like call them and
you
no one was
didn't really
answering.
see a crazy storm happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Also, it felt way too bright for it to be winter. Also, there was like some daylight.
Well,
it's supposed to be a lot darker.
Well, there is.
No, there's some bright. No, it looks bright enough.
There's a point in time where you have your 30 days of night or what have you.
Yeah.
But
TM the movie.
Yeah. So he shows up. The guy has slit his wrist and froze to death. Which would have, if you're gonna do a prequel, show me that.
Because it would have took a long time for everything to freeze inside. When they get there and there's like a big hole in the roof and all that shit. It's still a functioning facility.
Yeah.
Seems like that
at this point.
And then Lars has just been hanging out.
Can we also say there's credits happening as well?
Yeah, there's
this
credits
actually
happening.
isn't part of
The only
movie.
scene people really wanted to see.
It mimics the beginning of the first one.
But this is like, I feel like they were just like, oh fuck, we forgot. We have to make this a prequel, and not a remake. So let's throw this end scene.
They were
on.
probably so like satisfied with this. They're like, oh, okay, then we're gonna do this.
We're gonna add actual images.
Here comes the Ennio Morricone score again. And then look, here's the Norwegian from the beginning of the first one.
So Lars survived.
It's all good.
And he grabs he teams up with the guy who he just shot at.
Teams up. He holds this guy at gunpoint.
Yeah, and then
check your mouth. Let me check your mouth.
Yeah.
You can't.
The fucking.
It's kind of cool. I mean, it's fine.
So the thing got in the dog at some point.
Yes.
And it had all this time to run away. And it has decided right now.
Just at that one point.
To jump out in front of them so it can be spotted. So they chase it, even though it could have ran away at any point, undetected.
The thing does that this whole movie, so it's not very surprising.
Yeah, and then they chase it, and that's when the next movie starts, and it doesn't work that well.
And then I'm wishing I'm watching the original, the remake, the original remake.
This is a careful what you wish for thing.
Yeah. How long do you think it took though for them to fly? How long were they chasing this dog for then?
I don't know.
Because they say the Russian camp is 50 miles away. Did they not know the American camp was closer? Because they were not chasing this dog for over 50. It made it seem as if... I know.
Is that the...
It made it seem like the Russian camp was the closest one.
That is the... Okay, is Outpost 31 used by different people?
I don't know.
Don't they come...
Don't
they? It says... I think it says like an American.
Yeah,
I think it says American.
It has the flag and stuff on it.
I think it says American or something on it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows? That was just a dumb fucking thing.
And it just looked so... And I think I read that it was like two different dogs too.
Yeah.
And that they don't look like the same people that like are in the like they didn't even try at that point.
The helicopter looks close.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing this in the theater with my friends. We were like, it was whatever. I'm like, the effects are pretty bad, but I guess it was whatever. Yeah. But then I like thought about it afterwards. Like, that movie made no sense. That movie's really bad. And I haven't watched it all the way through until this morning or today with Joe. And I'm never going to watch it again, which is nice.
No,
Yeah.
and I would have never watched it again and have you ask me to watch it for the review.
But I thought it was fun to talk about the 2011. Now you know what it's
review
now,
the original.
Did you learn your lesson about what happens when you introduce a girl to a boys club? Did you learn?
I learned not to listen to you on movies you tell me to watch. That I learned.
We watched some good movies.
Yeah, I did say that there was more movies I liked doing hacked movies than disliked. But I don't know. You're making me raise that count.
Well, Scream's about to come out. We're supposed to be.
I am so
Are you seeing
excited.
Scream with us on Friday? I'll order tickets and then we'll shoot
please.
afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, probably be me, you, and Johanna again. So I'll get those.
Yes.
When you come
With the
out,
boys club.
I want you to text me and tell me who the killer is.
Why?
It's because I have a bet,
Why don't
and
you
I
just
want to
watch
prepare
it?
for it.
Oh.
Why do you want to? Oh, okay.
I want to know.
So
what
you're cheating?
Yes.
Yeah, I want to cheat. No. I want no. I want to. I have a bet going. So if
So you don't want to be. You
So
want to be
it-
spoiled in this case?
I always want to be spoiled.
Okay.
That doesn't matter to me because
Okay.
the movie can still be good without
Who
me
doesn't
knowing.
want to be spoiled?
Yeah.
Well,
That's part of the fun of the Scream movies, though.
I'm not the biggest
Killers on
Scream
the
fan.
poster.
Oh.
Really?
And then somebody's
who
gonna
done
see
it's
so good.
somebody's gonna see my Scream mask with everybody's signatures on it, and they're gonna be like, "You son of a bitch! You said you don't like the Scream movies." And I'm be like, "Well, I understand how the first one's good and what it did for the genre."
Actually, can we talk about Scream and this movie? Because I was annoyed that Scream 5 was just called Scream. But I think I mentioned, no, I like it now because they're making fun of other movies that do this.
Get
Like The Thing.
Even though it's not even a remake. So do you know why that they called it The Thing?
Why?
Because they thought The Thing Begins wasn't good enough and there was nothing to make it better.
It shouldn't
have-
right?
it shouldn't
so they
have
just
been-
kept it The Thing.
It shouldn't have been called The Thing Begins.
shouldn't.
And the problem with this fucking IP shit is that they're only making it because they want to use the IP, right? And you can't put The Thing 2 or The Thing Before. The Thing Before actually kind of would have been funny.
Yeah.
Before I like,
But
I get it. They're
you could have
putting
called
this-
it Outpost 30
And
or whatever.
yeah, the point is like, so what they do, they want to
What's
bring,
Swedish for The Thing?
I don't know, but they want to bring people back who
Or
like the
Norwegian.
other one, but they don't want newer audiences to think they had to watch another movie, so they just do like Halloween 2018 is just Halloween.
yeah.
The Thing. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is
The
about
Texas
to
Chainsaw
do
Massacre,
it.
yeah.
There's a bunch of movies that do it.
Is the new one just called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2022?
I think so.
Parenthetical 2022?
Is there
I think
now
so.
more? There's so many movies too where they just call
Yeah.
it the same thing over and over
Because
and
they,
over.
if that doesn't tell you everything about it, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
Scream has the meta thing
No,
going
yeah,
on.
that's
Yes.
no. Then
But
I thought about it. I'm like, oh, if they're because Scream makes fun of like trends, and I'm like,
Sure.
that I'm allowing it in this case because they're making fun of other movies that do it. I'm like,
Right.
all right, I like that.
And it's just the fucking IP. We're just milking the shit out of all this stuff
Yeah.
because it
Now that
pays.
looked like milking. Johanna didn't know how to
Oh,
mind
I
milk
saw.
it.
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
that
well-
looked like milking.
But she does milk the penis.
Yes.
Oh, jeepers.
That was my
Anyway.
favorite line of any Hack the Movies episode.
So
One of
that
those-
was the thing. I was thinking of like doing like fun, like maybe turn the lights blue, and
Did you do anything?
we could do like a skit where one of us is the thing. But this fucking movie, I couldn't put in the effort.
If we were doing the original, I would have wore like a fucking parka,
Oh yes.
Yeah.
and then we would have did a whole thing
Oh
with like blood
yes.
tests.
And you bet your ass Crystal would not have been in that review.
No women in
Ow.
the original.
Yeah, you know we had that all women Ghostbusters review.
We need an all women The Thing.
No. When are we gonna get an all male Hack the Movies episode?
I think we just did one.
I guess there's a lot of
I
those.
would say like more than half.
Yeah.
Mr. Boys Club.
Yeah, those are the best episodes. Anyway,
I'm gonna fucking chug this bottle.
there is a woman. There actually is women in the Carpenter. There are women in the Carpenter thing. When they put the Jeopardy tape in, the contestants in the studio audience, there's some women in there, and that's all you ever see.
I don't know how I mentioned Robo Team before and didn't mention Legend and Humanoids from the Deep and Deep Rising. So I just wanted to get that in there.
Oh, before we leave, sorry, the big thing. Studio ADI,
Yeah.
very upset their practical effects were erased.
Big time.
So they
Tom
just-
Woodruff has gone on an entire fucking rant about it.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
So they decide, we're going to do our own thing. And
We're
they
gonna-
made
Leviathan. What were you going to say?
Harbinger Down. So they made a movie called Harbinger Down. They got crowdfunding for it. And they're like, hey, there's going to be digital compositing, which I'm fine with. But we're going to do it all practical effects to make up for the thing screwing us over. So I was like, that's interesting. And they directed and whatnot. And I'm like, I think Stan Winston's son worked on it.
Probably. Again, they're all close knit.
Yeah. So I was like, all right, you know what? Let me pop this movie in and let's see what it is. And it sucks. The effects are nice, but the movie.
So
sucks.
it did what it set out to do, Tone.
Yeah, but it's
Make
just
good practical
It's
effects.
just kind of the thing.
That's what they were trying to do, though.
But like it wasn't entertaining or fun.
What would be better, that or the 2011 one? Which you prefer?
Neither, to be honest. I guess Harbinger Down because it doesn't like ruin a thing I love.
True. But did you hear how they're actually they're doing a remake? They announced it, I think, in 2020. The
Blumhouse wants to do a fucking remake of the thing.
The 1982 John Carpenter. But John Carpenter also said he's probably going to be involved, or if he maybe is involved with it.
He's gonna be like,
he's
hey,
gonna be signing the fucking checks. Let me tell you
He's gonna be like, can me and my son do the music?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, all right.
And can I get an executive producer credit? Sure can.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're supposed to be basing it on the Frozen Hell version of Who Goes There.
Okay.
So I don't know how different that is. So I want to pick that up and read it and get back to you. What I do want to see before we leave is the unofficial sequel by a Portuguese filmmaker named Rui Constantino.
Yeah.
What?
I think it's R-U-I. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But this guy, it came out last year. It's called The Thing Returns. And it's a sequel to the 82, not a prequel.
Unofficial sequel,
Unofficial
right?
sequel.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what really blew my mind is that I watched the trailer for it, and it goes from like dog shit, like lit sound, one shots in like an office, and he's like, we gotta get the thing. And then there's like these sweeping drone shots of like military vehicles on a tundra. It's pretty like semi-impressive, and then I'm like, what the I need to see this bullshit.
We should check that out.
Also, we should do a Patreon episode maybe of
If
that.
you can find a copy of that, let's watch that.
He also did Jaws Returns, an Aliens Redemption movie, and a Halloween movie.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Prodigal Son, yeah.
We gotta watch that.
So
We gotta watch those.
gotta add those to the docket for sure.
Yeah.
The Portuguese ripoff.
Yeah, it's a shame there's
I'm
not a lot
down.
of good thing stuff. Like the video game, I have nostalgia for it, but
That board game was good.
I didn't play the board game.
I think that's called, isn't
I
that
didn't know
called
there was a
Outpost
board game.
31?
Yeah,
Mondo
I'm not a
put
big,
it out, I
I'm
think.
not a big
Really?
board game guy. I mean, I like them. I just went on my way to play them. But yeah, I should check that
You
out.
need
Was it
friends
Mondo?
to play games. That's why, Tony.
We should do game. Well, we got something cooking for. We'll do family game night. How's that sound?
Can we do Seinfeld Seen It?
Sure can.
No.
It's family game night. If you
Actually, Sean might actually be able to like give me a challenge in that.
so will my wife.
Yeah. That's the thing. I always want to play Seinfeld Seen It, and the few times I played it, I just annihilated all my
That's
friends.
nobody wants to play the horror anything with me.
I'll play it with you.
No, I know you guys will, but for a while nobody wanted to do that or like any movie games. So I'm excited to play some movie games.
Yes.
But Seinfeld, I'll play. I'm gonna fucking lose, but that's gonna be a good tournament if it's you, Sean, and Julie.
Yeah. I'm going to do that.
That's
I'm gonna do
crazy.
that. Anyway, that is it from us. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, Joe, do you like talking about movies?
I do like talking to movies. I like talking about movies so much that I have my own podcast called Movie Dumpster. And you should go check it out, moviedumpsterpodcast.com, that I do with myself and Sean that we were just talking about, Sean O'Rourke.
Yes.
And we were just on Tony's show.
Yeah.
We just did the worst Texas Chainsaw sequel. And
Yes.
Tony will be on to review Texas Chainsaw Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Next Generation.
Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Returns.
Or the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Returns. And then he also will be doing a commentary track with us that will be available on both of our Patreons for Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
Not excited about that.
Yeah.
And-
It'll be a fun one to rag on for sure.
And you can find Crystal at 2 39 Bluebird Way, New York, zip code 0842235.
Are you having a stroke?
I don't know, but I think he's like trying to get people to go murder me. That's what it feels like. Hey guys, go stalk Crystal and murder her.
Yeah.
All right, that way it could just become a boys' club.
And she works at Denny's.
I wish I worked at Denny's. I'd probably be a happier person. Fucking Grand Slams all day, baby.
Oh my God.
Fucking Grand Slams.
Yeah. Her phone number is. All right, goodbye.
Jesus Christ.
I have so many things I want to talk about. I'm like gonna get off track here.
This is the case of a game that was far more popular in Japan than it was in the United States.
They never went to Mordor. What are you talking about?
This is kind of weird.
But there's real detail. There's like wiring underneath.
You know, they're one and done. That's
Yeah,
it. Sold out. So they're super hard to come by.
You heard him, guys. Bring it back. Here we go again. Round two.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.